A 6th level spell.
Yeah, once you're at
Once you're at that mid
where you're able to get to 6th level spells.
That's right.
You should be able to get 1,000 GP within.
It's a significant but not notable amount of money.
And for those people who just started watching, that was a discussion about using material components that went on longer than the actual starting of the credits.
Yes, it did. Because we didn't even use it for a while.
We're really great at this.
At least it wasn't someone in the background, online, having their voice through the credits.
No, sure.
Which is always making coffee.
There's that too. It depends on how we time it all. So we are up to session number 53. We've skipped a few weeks of play due to personal stuff happening, but we are picking up from where we left off. Now, to give you an update of what's happened, you are currently in a adventure called Castle Amber, which is set in the D&D world of Mystara, and you have been caught in a time rift where you have to save the person who died for it to actually break. Not a big challenge in most settings, except for the fact that it was an archmage and he did curse everyone around him, which did cause the time loop. So thanks to a handy dragonborn, you ended up in the time loop. And so, since you've been there, you met the family of the D'Ambervilles, who are the people responsible for sending you onto a quest in another nation for some of the characters. And it turned out the person who sent you on the quest, which led you to this storyline, was the one who died.
Yes.
So to preserve the timeline, you have to get him back. They met various members of the family, had new people show up. And then they found a portal to a place called France, and met the Francians, who then decide to twist the language around on you and call themselves French, which doesn't make sense to you, because...
Why would they be called French? They're French.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, I'm just going to go on. It's their name for themselves. I'm going to accept that as their usage.
And call their nation French.
And people calling themselves Francians or Franks or whatever it is no longer used.
Yeah,
Totally valid.
it is entirely valid. And it's always amusing with the
what they used to be. So yeah.
Okay. So since coming here, you found out magic doesn't work the same. You ended up with sponsors from this world's remaining pantheon. And you are trying to track down these 4 items the curse has told you is required to save the dead prince.
Yes. Much confusion still.
The first task you need to do was to stop a massive golem. A golem where, standing at full height, you didn't come up to its knees. And it was going to attack one of the cathedrals in the region. So, helping to save the cathedral and the town that was surrounding it, you managed to stop it out in the wilderness, which was a hefty feat in its own right.
Yes.
Having almost downed the entire party in the meantime.
Yep.
I was fine.
Yeah. Well,
I wasn't doing anything, but I was fine.
yeah. There was a couple of people who had certain sort of hit point related issues, which I fixed. So
Yep.
we were good in the end.
Yep.
Plus, of course, you took out a tree.
Oh yeah.
by being thrown into it.
Yeah.
Well, the creature did play baseball with a couple of characters.
Yep.
And it scored a home run. Almost.
Almost.
Unfortunately, he was caught by the shortstop near the end. So, the monster was defeated. You returned back to town as heroes.
Yes.
They threw a rather bland feast for you. So everything sort of tasted like it was overcooked.
To be fair, they're
But it was Francian set during the war.
Uh-huh.
They don't have access to all the other stuff that makes it taste nice. And then you managed to gain one of the components you're looking for. A mirror bigger than most of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just what was the town again? Sorry.
The town was called... When I can flick to the right page. Byons. Byones. You also found out that all religions except one are being persecuted as evil. And that religion is basically against the use of magic.
Yes. Except their own.
No,
But they don't tell anybody about that.
No, they don't use magic themselves.
Just ask them.
No, they remove magic. That is the whole point of the religion, is everywhere they consecrate ground, magic doesn't work.
Yes.
And can't be brought back.
Yes. So they're countering arcane magic and all other magic by extension using divine rituals. But they don't talk about that.
Oh no, they don't actually use divine rituals.
What are they actually using?
You've never found out.
Okay, we'll find out. Then we'll kill everybody and we'll save the world. What?
And you also found out that the war going on is basically a war against magic.
Yes.
Where they are purifying the various countries of their innate magic. So a nice cheerful setting to go into.
No. Especially since our own powers are fading as we exist.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, our Fey ancestry folk are not doing so good.
No, we are not.
And you had basically taken on a gotten your car refueled.
Yep, we got the car refueled, and we are planning to go to the next town of
Paragon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get the ring.
And at Paragon is where the ring's supposed to be.
Yeah. Where the ring is supposed to be, and we have heard tales of a roaming beast outside Paragon.
Yes, so we're going to go and do something about said roaming beast.
You die later.
But not the Roman beast. The Roman beast.
Yes. Yes, the other Roman.
The Roman beast will...
Known as the Beast of Avion.
Right.
But they didn't give us details on it or anything, did they? They just said it's a Roman beast, carry on.
It's a beastie thing.
It's a beast that kills things.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one who's seen it lived.
Yeah, well, I thought so.
I did try for extra details and they went...
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He kills things.
Yeah.
Metaphorical shrug shoulders and then gave you a croissant.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous, it's a baguette.
Yeah. I got Frenchy there.
And on the bright side, you've now survived a Colossus. How bad could a Beast of Avignon be?
That's the point. Does that make it a frank conversation?
It is quite a frank conversation.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Right.
The pun was...
So, who's driving? Jesus, who's driving? Who's driving?
Me, because I keep...
One person who actually knows how to drive.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh my god, who's driving?
Yes.
Oh,
For various magical reasons, I keep getting information on how to do things with the car. Like, fuel it up and keep it maintained.
Yes, but until someone brings up a problem, he has no idea what it is. Until it's like, hey, what about this? Well, to do that, you should blah.
Now I know how to do this, but yes, I can't give you an instruction beforehand, and I can't write a manual.
But if someone asks the right question, he suddenly knows.
Yes.
Or if someone were to ask him how do you make petrol, then he gets stuck with a whole bunch of memory that won't actually help him.
Just T-Rex is dying.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. If I
like, why are these ringless dragons doing?
Yeah. Well, the thing too is, if I go, how do we make fuel? I'll get a bunch of memories, and I go, first up, this is not an alchemical recipe. 2, I don't have a mine.
And 3, you know that combination doesn't work on your world.
Yes.
So what was the travel distance?
Okay, you were expected to take 2 to 3 days by car to get there.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on how fast you drove.
Yes. I'm not going to go exceptionally fast.
No.
Because one twitch...
So it's a
and just
road
to get
trip.
It's a road trip.
Nice.
With food and route rates and all
I
that
was going to
stuff.
say, did we have the snacks?
Just out of curiosity, right? For titles reference, I'd say. Is it one of the old 1920s cars that have curtains in the window?
Yep.
Because I was thinking about it last week. I'm like, the old 1920s.
And the boot does fold out as a seat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was one of those old cars, the one with the bonnet that's about 35 foot long.
Yes.
Well, you sort of need it considering you've got one person who takes up 2 seats.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The fact that they've got curtains in the car probably don't matter too much because being in the car, they're probably secured at top and bottom, and so therefore they're not floating around.
Yes.
Yeah, this is suspicious though.
Yes. So they're cloth screens rather than curtains.
He still has problems with cloaks.
Oh yeah. Okay, look. The first thing I'm going to do when I get access to major restoration is his head.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
What? By covering in the curtain?
No, the problem that's going to happen is it's going to be so ingrained by then that I start casting and he starts screaming. So I have to stop. Although it will actually fix the problem.
Though he may actually start saying curtains to you as his swear word.
That's fine. It's far better than setting light to a building because of a curtain.
So, out of the party, who's got...
There was a building that was supposed to save from the bad guys and he burnt it down because it had a curtain in it.
And it twitched.
And it twitched.
What's...
He did not save the building.
But he could guarantee no curtains were going to harm anyone afterwards.
Exactly, that's the important thing.
But now it's just
That's right.
But amusingly, in the other group, they had visited after that time in the timeline, the one who were a year ahead, and the place had been burnt down.
That's funny.
So I knew it was going to be burnt down at some point. It's just we had the fire starter in the party.
There you go.
So, is it smooth sailing or...
Okay, so
right.
you go driving. You manage to drive for about, I'd probably say most of a day, where you see voices up ahead and a large group of people gathering on the roadway. So much so that you don't think you can get through without barreling them all down, and they've erected something on the road itself.
Yeah, and well, that would be bad anyway. Plus, these things, despite being significant amounts of metal, are still pretty fragile.
Though some of them are tanks. I know, so give me an insight roll, people.
Ooh, I like my insight. My insight's really good.
You assume I have insight.
Well, everyone has insight, some people are just good at it.
Yes, or are we using...
It's wisdom otherwise.
Yeah, are we using passive?
I've got 22 my insight.
Well, you can choose to use passive if you wish, which is just 10 plus.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm not going to just asking.
But I'm giving people a chance to actually stare at it.
7.
True.
Curtains are distracting.
Well, yeah, I'm
22.
Gotta keep on.
16 for Kennedy.
16 for Pyramid. Okay.
They're not pinned down. They want you to think they're pinned down.
Yes.
People move the curtain out of the way to look out, which just, set title off.
Yeah. No.
I will slap him. Then if you touch the curtain, I will slap him.
Drowsy did.
Excellent, I will slap Drowsy. Don't touch it,
Okay, I'm concentrating on the road, so I'm not going to hit anyone, but I'm not going to notice anything else.
Well, turn this car around, tell ya.
Okay, so those of you who got over 16 see that it seems to be some sort of mob. Did anyone get over 20?
24.
22.
Okay, so looking through the mob, you can see that they seem to have built up some sort of wood pile and have people tied to it.
Okay, so it's not a roadblock.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
and
God.
that's set in the middle of the road.
I
Right.
say this to everybody in the car.
And then when you stop the car, you hear shouting and angry voices from the mob, with even little kids screaming.
Cannibalistic
shouting?
barbecue?
Well, when everyone's shouting different things, it's very hard to pick out a single voice.
I don't remember reading Francians have cannibalistic barbecues.
From when?
Myron just takes a step back.
I mean, when did they? When were
Does
they
anybody
like
have
that, or is it now?
a torch on them?
Quite a few people. Just about. You probably see as it starts to get darker, most of the mobs start lighting up torches.
Okay.
It's a mob. So it's a mob. It's an angry
Just a
mob.
second. I want to check if I have comprehend languages.
You can understand them at this stage.
Does
Just that
anybody
they're
know
all-
who's leading the mob?
Yes, a guy in black robes.
Black robes, like the priest was wearing in Vions?
Yep, except less ornate. But it does seem to have silver crosses on it.
Do
The priest.
the people tied up, are they any different from the other?
Hard to tell from a distance.
Hmm.
Do you want to join the mob and find out?
Mm-hmm.
Is the priest? Remind me who the priest was again. Was he the guy that gave us lip, or the guy that said thanks?
Well,
Both.
but bit of both
So-
actually.
In that order.
Yes.
We have noted the fact that the religion of this land is not necessarily something that most of us would actually support.
Right.
However, they're also the authority in the land at the present time.
That's right.
Do
And
we want to do something about this?
We
I asked
are-
to the party.
The church, we've already discussed it because I want to do something about it, but it's too big and too pervasive for us to actually do anything about without an army. And we're
No, I'm
losing-
talking about this situation
Oh,
here.
this particular situation.
This particular situation.
Yes, we don't know what they're actually yelling at the moment.
Mm.
Not all mobs make sense with their words.
That's right.
No, they yell and scream and chuck molotovs.
so have people actually got out of the car, or the car is just
I'm-
stopped?
I'm going.
Middle of the road.
I'm going to stop about say 10 squares out.
Can we
I'll
stay?
slow
Can
down, but I'll stop at 10 squares.
we get you to stay in the car? with
And
the
I'm going to
animals?
stay in the car because I feel like it. Plus, I'm going to look at the person who most looks like a leader of those people who are looking at us and see if I can read his lips. Because my observant feat allows me to do this.
Okay.
This assumes that I know Frankie.
Okay. He seems to be chanting something that doesn't match any language you've seen so far.
Brilliant. Well, it could be in German. So.
Well, probably more likely Latin.
Or
Yeah.
Latin. Actually, it's more likely to be Latin. But yes, I don't know any of that. I would need comprehend languages to work.
And everything you hear from the people is like they're trying to mimic what this guy's saying, but having no idea.
So they're just following the sounds.
Yeah.
So, okay. Who wants to be out the front doing party face impressions on that guy?
I'm going to step out.
Um,
Are we able to get out of the car now?
So how big is this mob?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Who has good for his mom?
Anyway,
Oh,
not near
put
these
out.
curtains is good.
The mob is about 20 odd people,
What are you doing, Myron?
not counting the guy in the black robes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Are there any other black robes?
Just one.
with Tyler getting out of the car, I'll get out of the car and get ahead of him, and I'll try to get close to the man in black robes and just ask, "What's going on here?
He turns and looks at you and says, "Which?"
Who is the witch?
He points to an old woman tied to the stake.
What did she? What did she do? Did she
Cast
curse you
spells.
down?
Oh,
What
can
kind
I?
of spells?
All spells are evil.
What did she do?
Cast a spell. All spells are evil.
What?
Don't you know that the good Lord says all magic comes from the devil?
Oh shit.
Gosh.
Yes, that's right, I knew it.
What evidence do you have of her casting spells?
Yes, it's the Catholic Church.
He says, I've performed the test. She has used magic recently. Would you like me to test you?
I haven't done magic recently.
You've been affected by magic recently.
I I can just say.
So someone casts a healing spell on you. It's the same as if you cast it yourself for those tests.
I see. Is the spell throwing them into the river, seeing if they drown?
Oh no, he pulls out a little flask. It was like alchemy.
A flash?
A flask,
How
yeah.
So a test for magic that uses magic. I'll just stop.
When people went forward to talk to at least parts of the mob, Kennedy will be out of the car, off to the side of the road, so ready to respond if needed.
What did you say, Clarissa?
So
Yes, I will ask
Yep.
if I'm still stuck in winter form.
yes, you are still stuck in winter form.
Good. That's what I need to know. As a wizard, I have not forgotten how dangerous it is for those obscurantists to see us using magic. So as soon as I saw the mob and you reported the priest and the people on the fire, I just thought, oh no. Because we heard from some of the transformed elves, we have been warned, correct?
We will
So
heads up.
the question is, does the pot, can we get away? Or can we kill the cleric first and then kill everyone else?
We're working that out now. I'd like to so it was me.
You went up there with
Yeah.
Lani.
Yeah, so I would have heard him say
That he has this flask.
can I try? Can I try and like sneakily cast message to Lou and just ask him to see if he can detect magic?
You can, except if you cast message, I believe it is everyone who can detect spellcasting will see it.
Yes.
And I believe it also creates a visible thing.
It's
Do they have like that weird habit technology?
Okay, so message is verbal, semantic, and material. So that means that one, everyone around you will hear it. You don't actually cast it quietly. It's like saying, "I cast message," and then whisper.
Yeah.
And then semantic, as in you are doing wild gestures that are potentially.
So it is visible gestures.
You're not going to do it while standing in front of someone blocking out magic.
Give me a moment to finish with that. And I was saying, and when you're doing the gestures, it's a potential that you're leaving a trail of energy while you're doing so.
Yes.
Think more along the lines of is it the guy from Marvel, the spellcaster, who does Doctor Strange.
What you're doing with obviously magical, visible, and audibly, you may have something in your hand that is noticeable.
So it's not something.
It's not subtle. It cannot be made subtle. The exception is there are a very, very short list of spells which do not have any of this. One of them is teleport. So
Yeah, that's instantaneous.
not just instantaneous. It has no verbal or semantic component either. You think,
But
and
the fact that you suddenly disappear, people are going to assume you think.
Yeah.
yes, but
I wanted
but the
to.
point there is they can't stop you.
Teleport is still vocal.
It's still vocal. Okay, they've changed that. So yeah, or it's yeah.
Okay, well then I won't.
If they gag you,
That's.
it's still not gonna work.
I'd imagine that I would have understood. I just thought, like, I was under the impression with the cantrip, with the message cantrip, it was, I realised that I was effectively whispering to myself after making signs with my hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I was talking to someone else. But obviously, yes, people will see me casting something.
And hear you doing the casting, and then they don't hear what you do because you whisper it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'd say that through the use of having that for so long, that I'd probably be aware of that, and I won't do that.
All good. That's why I was making sure you're aware of what we're
Yeah, no,
doing.
yep.
Yeah.
No, so I won't do that.
Yeah. Think of it as every time you do that, you're using your phone to send voicemail.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
so yes, he says, do you wish to take the test of magic?
No.
I don't do the magic. I don't follow magic.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
What is that?
Persuade you not to use it.
That's a charisma based.
Charisma-based?
If you don't have the skill, that's charisma.
I got 14. 14.
Okay, he looks you up and down and says, well, your accent's not from around here, so you could quite easily be a witch just like she is.
So could you.
What, dressed in armour?
Says, or you could be here to save the witch.
So could you.
I'm simply here to help the fight.
In which case, he hands you a burning branch and says, have at it. Start the fire. Show everyone that you are a true believer.
While this is going on, how many of his kind of cronies are nearby?
There are 20 odd cronies.
Now you have something to stab him in the face with.
I do have something
Looking from the background with the Peridia,
Yeah.
does it appear that everybody in the mob is supportive of the planned activities?
They all have their own little weapon of sort, as well as a burning torch, because they've been lighting up their torches together.
Okay, so there's no apparent unfortunate supporters or anything like that for the witch.
No, not that you can see. But you can also see that there seems to be other people tied to the other side of the stake.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's not just one person.
Okay,
So-
so as I have this torch, I say, you say she is a witch. Are they witches too?
Of course they're witches. They're of the bloodline.
So they're just her family.
Family.
Once you find a witch in the family, most of the family ends up being witches. God has said so. And the Inquisition always knows, he says.
Do people expect it?
Well, she didn't.
People never expect the Inquisition.
That's the Spanish Inquisition. They're a little to the south of here.
So,
I look to.
Yeah, they wear red, we wear black, he says.
where's Tidal? Is Tidal with us?
Yeah, Title's back at the car, staring at the draperies in the car.
Making sure that the curtains don't move.
And Drizzle's slightly moving it every time Drizzle looks away. So it's like...
The Tidal's having a neurotic meltdown. Can I try and grab his attention
You can.
without using magic? Just
Drizzle's
yell out to him.
Looks like someone down there is trying to get your attention. Give me a perception roll with disadvantage,
Yep.
as he's currently being tormented by gremlins. His best roll was a 4 and his worst roll was a 3.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure that's a nope. But we'll just double check that.
How many of these people look armed?
All of them.
So the whole
How
mob
many of them
itself,
look actually dangerous?
None of
And
them.
what are they armed with?
Torches.
I'm just saying,
What are
like,
the weapons?
Yeah, so
I'm
that's
pretty
like a
strong.
5.
You are.
And he just gave me a weapon.
Mhm. A burning torch.
Yes.
So torches only and cloths or any handguns?
They may have. It's hard to tell.
That's
Yes,
a
but
5.
these are ordinary people, and the strongest person here is probably their blacksmith. He's probably the most dangerous.
And he may be the person who had hammered the thing in the first place.
Quite probably.
I think we have to take the blacksmith and the cleric first.
He's not a cleric.
No, he's a priest.
Okay. I size
Doesn't
up
matter.
who are the first
Not a
immediate
magic
threats in
user.
this group.
Well, looking at it, you probably could take out most of the mob, but doing so means you would either have to kill them, simply for being here.
so they're just, it's, can I try and get an insight if it's just mob mentality, or if they just want, or if they're actually genuinely, or they're just being, like, which are the ones that have just been kind of swept up in the mob?
Well,
I saw a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
You have heard from the locals that the religion is magic is evil. And this is the religion
Yeah.
all these guys follow, have been brought up with, and have been imposed upon them.
Yeah.
So they're zealots.
So
Well,
a
they all
good
they all
number of them-
believe in the power of the Lord.
Yeah. If we start a fight, though, a good number of them are probably going to run away
Wait,
and then tell everybody about us.
is Clarissa
Yeah,
with us?
So
Yeah, I think she followed along with you.
Does she have
Yes,
she
prestidigitation?
Oh, maybe. Actually, let me just quickly check, because I...
May not have prepared it this morning.
I do. I got all the courses.
I believe I do. Where's my list? Ah, here it is.
But it would be best to have cast it before walking up.
Oh, okay.
No, it is vocal and semantic.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna walk back to the car.
Yep.
Where everyone else is.
He says, so you're not a true believer, you're not willing to set the Forsaken One alight and cleanse her spirit and soul.
Big Chief, I'm gonna have to hold you up there. Just give me a sec. I'll go back to the car.
Tell me you're unwilling to take that glory away from him.
Yeah, I give him, I hand out the branch and I say that it appears that you are the one who is tasked with ridding magic from this land. I shall not take this glory and this honor away from you.
Okay, he grabs the branch from you and just flicks it onto the pile in front of you.
I can't say her without
Can I?
Yep. This is while you're walking away from him.
Yeah, so how far away is the car?
It was at least,
Squares away.
it was 50 feet away.
50 feet. Hang on, just give me a
10
sec.
squares, 30 feet. No, just 50
No.
feet. It's not far away.
So it's equivalent of one round of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not. So where's control? Control flames. Where's that?
And you see around you, the rest of the villagers start tossing their torches.
Okay. Let me just find the spell. Where is it? Why is it not in here? Control water. Control flames out. That's not the wrong one. What's control flames out of?
Control flames, or could you flame reverse?
No, I've got control flames as a. What is the fire? Fireologist spell.
Oh, okay.
Do I mention a special size sword of birth? Sorry, I'm just trying to find. Oh, if I can. Green flame blade. Oh, I might not. I might not. Sorry. Because I just wanted to see if I could try and control it to a point where it just doesn't catch, but hide while I'm doing it.
Well, they're all concentrating on the flames now, so you can conceal what you're doing.
I know, but I'll walk back to the car, but if it's too far away, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's in Xanathar's guide. Just gonna quickly look it up.
Yeah, I've got the book here.
I have an idea.
In which case, I think we might be doing initiative because we've got various people wanting to do different things, which means you got to see who goes first.
Hang on. It's a range of 60 feet, and it's only semantic.
Cool.
How close?
Choose a non-magical flame you can see that fits within a 5-foot cube.
Yep.
You instantaneously expand the flame 5 feet in one direction. You instantaneously extinguish flames within the cube. You double or halve the area of bright light. You cause simple shapes.
So you can just extinguish what they're doing.
Yeah, I can't keep it. So I can either put it out, but would it be 5 foot?
Yeah, it would be bigger than 5 foot.
Well, you can put out 1 foot of square, 1 foot of that, but it's a cantrip, which means you can keep doing it.
It's instantaneous up to an hour, non-concentration.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip.
Just say
It's a cantrip or a spell?
It is a cantrip.
It's a
It's a
cantrip,
cantrip.
which means you can just keep doing it. 5 foot square, 5 foot cube, 5 foot cube, 5 foot cube. That will never really start.
there's another option.
Yes.
As soon as he sets fire, I throw a fireball, and then everyone catches on fire. Here.
Okay, so we are going to roll initiative and see what people do.
People give me shit for curtains.
Yeah.
You make it
Just
good,
about-
very disturbing.
We're just about to slaughter
Okay. Okay, so what is Title's initiative?
13.
13. What is Lowell's initiative? What is Lonnie's initiative? What is Parade's initiative?
14.
What is Myron's initiative?
8.
What is Nia's initiative?
15.
And Llewell's?
Is 12.
Not particularly fast-moving people.
No, no.
Amusingly, it's almost countdown from 15 at this point.
I heard that. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently our winter elf is first. Does our winter elf want to use fire?
Oh, yeah, let me just quickly check again my winter.
I check my skills and go,
Intro, and one less dex. Okay. That's okay. Of 2. I don't need to look at it. This is just for my intelligence. That's fine. So let me just see again. Where's my card? Sorry.
on the thing next
Doesn't
to
matter.
it.
I don't need the spell cards to do that because I should know by heart. How far am I?
You are between 30 and 50 feet.
Oh, that's fine. Can I
I'm
place the
not.
fireball? So
You can place it so you can get everyone, including Lani, in the fireball.
no, I don't want Lenny to burn. I want everyone else to burn.
There is no way to get everyone else and not get Lani. She moved
And
into
you
the
also
circle.
including the witch in everyone.
Yeah.
Well, they're all reburning. So
How many witches are in there again?
One that you can see.
Well, but there's others tied to the stakes on the other side.
Not that you can see from a distance. Only one you can see from a distance.
Hmm.
So from your information, there's only one collateral damage besides Lani. She'll survive, won't she?
I
it
don't
dex
want to.
save?
How good is?
Yes.
Yes. How good is your dex?
pretty good.
That's what she says now.
I know, right? Just wait till I roll a fucking
Don't
one.
send a fireball over
Well,
there.
it's her choice. She has gone first.
Uh,
That's the amusing
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's your choice. You know that I'm pretty strong, pretty fast.
And the moment you have everyone start coming up with what they'd like to do, that's what you call initiative.
Yes. I'm just. What I think is, I'm very pissed off at these people already.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to make in a way that as soon as the guy sets fire to the thing, everything I place my fireball and everything catches on fire. I
Well,
think it was the way he did it.
when he threw his brand, everyone else threw their brands. So there's currently 21 burning brands on the kindling.
Brilliant.
It would be nice to save that person, wouldn't it?
It would be favourite right at the moment, yes.
It's a pity that I can't just.
What about if you're a witch?
There's additionally, it's
We are not yet
potential.
witches. We are
20
witches too.
to save
Careful.
3 lives.
Let me just quickly check. Oh, okay, that could be good.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. What I'll do is, that sucks. So I was gonna fireball everyone and said, let's just keep going. But I think that would not be good with my. I'm just annoyed at these people.
Okay. So you don't fireball?
Much.
I really want to fireball them, to be honest.
Well, I'm
So
going to have to
it's
say a will
good.
save at this stage. If you don't roll well, you have to fireball them.
Okay.
Do it.
So you want me to do a roll of what?
Wisdom saving
will?
throw. Will saving throw.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Okay. I'll put the image here, the video, so it looks good. How do I... Sorry, the screen's too big and then you see me and on my screen. How do I flip it now?
Turned it.
It's not on.
Nope.
No, it is. But how do I flip it?
Just flip your arm.
I'll leave that one for you while I get some food.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, just do that.
19?
go.
So you get to choose. Do you do the fireball?
Okay. I was gonna be impetuous. Let me see how it feels at winter. Okay. Contemplating the lore. Okay, because I'm the winter fey influence. I think I'm upset and angry and sort of wrathy, so I'll fireball them.
Okay. So,
So
are you targeting the priest as the center?
oh yes, principally, mainly.
Okay, so you're currently standing right next to the priest,
No.
and you see this the voice from the far end
I
as
recognize that.
they recognize the voice calling
I'm
out
just like, do it.
as the bead of energy comes flying down. Directly towards the priest, you hear you see the flaming bead winks out of existence as soon as it reaches him.
What?
Got some sort of anti-magic protection.
I know.
Really?
I noticed this, and has
So
a
my
fire caught.
Nothing happened. It just disappeared.
Okay. But did the
Oh,
fire didn't catch yet?
Yep.
So that was caught.
That has happened.
Okay.
No,
I'm just planning my turn when we get to
So, Praedia now gets to go. As you saw the little bit of energy fly at the priest and have no effect.
Can I do a bonus action as well before I finish?
What would you like to do as your bonus action?
I want to start my blade song.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a blade song. That's all. That's it. I'm good.
Penalty is holding his action for the time being.
Okay, Tidal is up next.
He's waiting to see how much danger the party decides to get itself into.
A lot.
What would Tidal like to do?
Rip the curtains out of the car, put them on the fire.
Okay, so there's a ripping noise coming from behind Llewell. As the lining in the roof also comes down.
You're making more curtains, you twit.
It's a necessary evil.
And that's held up Tidal for the round. And Llewell is currently having part of his vision obscured by roof lining.
I'm going to get out of the car.
Yep, it seems to be safer that way.
Yes.
Gaz will also, it looks like he's about to get out of the car.
Mm-hmm. Mad, loony, religious fanatic, what fun. Of course, anything I do at this point is going to be interesting. Just check on the requirements for this spell cast here.
And by the way, this is the first time you've seen what they've described of their priests in action.
Yep.
And why their priests pretty much mess up spellcasters.
Yes. Okay, dimension door, which is verbal only. That's what I was checking for. 2, the other side of the pillar or stake, from where what's her face is tied up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cut all this.
Okay.
So the stand action is going to be the dimension door.
And I believe in most dimensional doors you end your turn when you go through them.
Well, it's a move action to go through it. So I cast a spell. I'm now on the other side of the stake. Yes, it's a bit warm, but I'm a sunfire. I can handle this.
It hasn't lit up fully yet.
Yeah, but I'm a sunfire.
It's fire.
The flames could be on me and I'm fine.
So have you teleported to within the circle of mob or behind the circle of mob?
On the
Okay.
pillar.
Is the mob surrounding the stake? I need to get to where she is.
She's in. So basically, the kindling is about 15 feet from the stake, built up.
Right, so climbing that's going to be an absolute arse. So being dimension door to the top of that, while this other stuff is starting, which means the people involved are going to be distracted, hopefully. So teleporting to, directly within reach of her to cut her loose.
Okay. So you teleport and you'll appear right next to Lani.
No, we didn't. That's all right. just giving him a hell of a surprise.
There's anti-magic remembers.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's magic generated by the whole mob, not just him.
Could be, or it could just be him. He's that powerful.
Could be
Okay.
either way around.
Mm.
We can strike. On the other hand, I'm now a hell of a lot closer to something.
He reaches out to you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So will a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay. He just misses you, but you do feel a bit of your spark dim in his
He's
presence.
sucking on my magic.
Hmm.
Well, not being in melee range of you will be favourite right about now. But that's next turn.
And you see him pull out a silver cross from his jacket and brandish it.
Cool. Smack him in the head with my shield. Right.
Okay.
But that's all those things.
Mm.
Lovely.
I will take out the spear.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the bane of casters. That's here. And I will attempt to summon him of the silver cross.
Mhm.
Yep.
Try to do that. Plus 15.
Okay, you go to stab to disarm him of the cross, and a barrier around him seems to strike, and it stops about an inch from his hand.
So even the
And you can
even the special spear doesn't get through it. Oh. Okay. I will.
Kennedy will take a shot.
Wait, I'll take my second attack action and attack his face directly.
Okay.
We got cocked to the side.
Roll again.
15 again.
15, and it seems to just stop right in front of his face. He doesn't even dodge it. Dink. With sparks.
Oh, great.
I'm really annoyed right now.
Kennedy will take a shot.
Yep.
16. AC 22.
Yours isn't magical, is it?
Not magical at all.
Okay, you hit him.
Cool. Of course, anything that looks like magic in his case is going to be, oh my god, protects me.
24 points of damage.
Okay,
Assuming it takes sneak attack. So.
Well, he doesn't see you, so it does take sneak attack.
Well, I've also got a friend within 5 feet. So.
Yeah, that was part of the reason. You got
Yep.
2 friends within 5 feet.
So.
Okay, so that was Tidal taking his. Pradier taking his.
I'll then, effectively, yes, aim to maintain cover behind the trees.
Okay, then Mirren gets to go. You've reached the car.
Okay, so I'm about 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Don't
Oh,
worry right now.
I'm going to bust out the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Take a shot.
Okay.
So, heavy crossbow is 120 to 440.
Do you have? I believe you have to load it. I think you load and fire as your action. So
Actually, load and fire is an action.
Yep. But only one shot. You get one shot.
One shot.
Yeah.
Righto.
One
Nope.
opportunity.
Nope.
What'd you get?
6.
Okay. So.
Fuck these dice, eh?
Okay, so your bolt seems to veer towards Llewell. Roll damage.
Oh, what? Sorry.
No checking against my armor class.
No. This guy has he doesn't actually cast spells. He has auras.
Oh god.
7 piercing.
Okay, so a bolt slides into you, flying over his shoulder. You recognize the heavy bolt.
Oh,
It's got your family thing insignia on it as well.
I heard crossbow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Alright. As a bonus action,
Yep.
As a bonus action, I'm going to say ow fucking ow.
No, that is a reaction.
It's a free action.
Hmm.
Yes.
You know what? I'm no bonus. Actually, can I use a bonus action? And no, I'm just gonna walk back. Just.
You drop the crossbow?
I'll put it away. Yeah,
Okay.
put it away and just start walking back over to him. So that should have been my full movement.
Okay.
Been. So I'm heading back there now.
And you can hear the mob chanting, "Die, witch, die."
Okay, I don't get a second attack, do I?
I know, because heavy crossbow replaces all your attacks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what.
Requires loading.
Yeah, no. If I melee attack, I can attack again, but if I don't melee and only use the crossbow, it's once.
Yeah, correct.
But a bonus action is a cantrip or whatever. It takes a bonus action that's not an attack. Like a physical attack.
That is true. You can't use a bonus action to attack while you've got their heavy crossbow. But you can do cantrips and stuff because it replaces all your attacks for the round.
Yeah. Right. So, well, I'll put the heavy crossbow away. I'll pull the flail out. Actually, can I transfer the heavy crossbow to the shield and pull the flail out?
Sure.
Shield and flail. And walk back, and then that's my turn.
Okay, then it is our Blade Master's turn. Near. Interesting things are happening. And you can see the flames start to roar up in a circle. It almost forms a perfect circle around the person up on top.
Interesting.
So something fell over.
Yes. Very probably.
What does our Blade Master wish to do?
Was the thing that fell over her speaker or mic type effect?
Quite
She's still on
possibly.
mute.
Hi, sorry. Did you say Blade Master or Blade Singer?
Blade Singer, I meant. Blade Singer.
No, it's not me yet. So, if I understand, they have something anti-magic, and there's a circle of fire around the witch accused.
Yep.
Oh, wow. So, the priest is attacking Lani? Sorry.
No,
No.
Lani is attacking the priest.
Okay.
The priest is presenting his holy symbol.
Hmm.
Is that a big one?
What was that?
Holy symbol.
Well, he's got a small one around his neck and he's pulled out a larger one.
He was going to hit you with.
And
Yeah,
he
I
might
thought
also
it was
be holding his kidneys where he got hours with them.
Yes, kidneys, the usual rip symbol.
I just want to check again my face step for winter. Gosh.
Maybe close this one.
Grateful. I feel like I have to use no magic against these people.
Yes.
But my concern is, if I approach them, or I have like song on, will they suck up my interference of a
You don't know enough about how things work in this world yet.
No.
And very few people who have had magic have survived encountering an Inquisition.
And I haven't mentioned what I just felt from what he just did.
It's not like people have time to really notice it.
No.
Yeah.
You don't know. What is the the most threatening people there are the Inquisitor, which is the clergy guy, the priest, and
Really?
Well, most of the mob are fairly indistinguishable, so they all look very bland.
But what about and there was also the executioner or whatever bladesmith guy who was strong?
There was assumed that was a blacksmith there, but hard to really make out the people in the smoke and the flames.
Yeah, I made the assumption that there's one there because there's always one in a crowd of peasants. Often in a leadership position.
Okay. I assume that let me just quickly check. Very quick.
I'm going to walk in. Martin, while she's doing that, what's involved in this? Is it just an attack roll?
I believe it is
a
a.
declared disarm and they get a save?
I believe so.
Cool.
That's okay. I would just do. I'll just walk towards the cleric.
Okay. So you move 30 feet closer.
So I actually have 40 feet of movement at the moment because of like song.
Yep. So you move up to him.
And I'm gonna take an attack action.
Okay.
And instead of using a cantrip, I'm just gonna attack him twice because I get you.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
So my rapier is. Let me just check. Plus. When I have extra dex is autumn, so no, it's plus 5. 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay, so he deflects your sword with his cross.
Yeah.
And you feel sparks come up the blade as he does so, and your blade song stops.
Hey Paul, you might find it difficult to disarm. Because it's a specific battle master maneuver.
I looked it up.
Yes, which I've got training in for my short sword.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
why I
my
asked for
blade
it.
song stops.
In which case you
However-
spend your superiority dice.
It depends on if he's doing it from weapon mastery or not.
I'm just doing it from training from leveling. Haven't got weapon mastery as a feat.
That's okay. But I still get to
So you
try
didn't
to
train
hit me
in the
at
weapon?
time.
I have trained in the weapon, but I've got the training I've got from, I think it was tier 1. Or
Okay.
tier 1 to tier 2.
Okay.
It's specific weapon
21.
stuff, it's not weapon master stuff.
Okay.
What were you trying to do there, mate? 21?
Sorry. So what was 21.
So on the first strike, you lost your blade song. Does that change your effects?
No. It would
Okay.
change only if it would change my armor class, right? And my speed. However, I still have each attack action at this point. I get to attack twice.
And is your blade magical?
No, I don't know. I don't remember. But I'm not using anything magical. I'm just using a regular one.
That's why I asked. Is your blade magical?
I don't remember.
Is it the blade
I
you
don't-
always use?
Yes, it's not a fancy one.
Well, it'd be more likely you're likely to have a magical weapon. And it would likely be your base weapon.
I have to check because I forgot to add this to my. I know it's in the website, but I haven't added to my sheet, my data sheets.
Okay, just quickly looking it up. Where is that? Magical items. Campaign items. Tuesday campaign. And let's see. Okay, I don't. Yeah, unless you pull out the artifact, then no, it's I believe it's non-magical.
Marvelous.
So yes, at 21 you hit.
Okay, so let me check. 3d6 plus 2. Where are my nasty sixes? I like the curved ones. For some reason, I think they roll better. Oh god. That's not too bad. How do we do this? Camera.
I'm happy to trust you. If you put the camera on too much, you actually break up the audio for everyone.
Okay, so 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay, so you do 15 points of damage. I don't recommend putting on the camera because it does distort the
Yeah,
audio for us.
sorry. Yep. I got it. Sorry.
That's
I had
okay.
already done it. But I won't do it again.
And then it's titles go. Yes, you've managed to rip all the lining out of the car.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
And you're the only one in the car.
That's fine. I'm going to get out of the car.
Well, probably with Drazzle.
No, he got out as well.
I did?
Yeah. Once Title started ripping off curtains, Drazzle didn't want to be in the car.
Fair enough.
He liked the curtains.
Well, there's a fire right over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to go take the curtain to the fire and burn it.
Okay.
Making a monk's leap over the top of people to get to it.
I'll just casually push past.
So you do a dash, a double move.
Sure, I'm that
Because it
desperate.
takes you 50 feet to get there.
Yes, then I will, because I'm desperate to get rid of this fire.
Okay, so you see Title come past you throwing stuff from the car onto the fire.
That
Yes,
gives
but
me
now he's at the
ideas.
fire and he can cut her out of it.
Yes, but this gives me the ideas. Throwing things into a fire.
Is it burning?
It is starting to burn.
Yes. I'm happy now.
You can see a greenish smoke coming off it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because you know all evil things are green.
Llewellyn.
That's what I learned from Disney.
Okay.
Fake money burns green, right?
Short sword, which I've actually got better training in than a long sword. The long sword is magical anyway, so I'm not going to use it. And I'm going to try and disarm him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have learnt my short sword to the level of being able to disarm people.
Okay, and that's not the weapon mastery. That's not the weapon mastery from my side. I asked that earlier.
Well, okay, it's the weapon master. I
I
haven't
was
got
just
the
checking
weapon
yours.
mastery feat.
Yes.
No, we're talking training that leads
that's
up to
what
weapon mastery.
Yes, I know. I mentioned that earlier. I said that I had training in short sword from my levels. I've said this twice now.
Okay.
Right? Please don't correct me on something I've already said.
So what's the effect of training?
Did you get to...
I have the second level of training in short sword, which enables me to disarm with it, as I said.
Okay.
Which is why I asked for the disarm rolls.
Okay. That was why I was trying to figure out
I've already covered this.
That's why I tried to look it up before and I got told to no. That was why I stopped.
Okay. I said I don't have the feat, I have the training.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before. And got interrupted
Okay.
by something else.
Okay, so as a bonus action, if you have struck an opponent with this weapon this round, you can attempt to disarm the opponent.
Right, so I've got to get the hit first.
You've got to hit the person, yes.
Okay.
And they get a dex save.
Not with that roll.
What did you get?
6.
6. No.
So yeah, I rolled a 2 on the dice. So I'm actually gonna back up a step.
Okay, so roll damage.
Oh no.
Have I just hit her?
Yes.
Oh no.
I did say he's got an aura.
Yes, but you didn't say exactly what it did.
I know, because you don't know.
It does.
Yes, because I don't know. So I have no way to...
It's okay.
Hold on, damage is it?
Yeah, damage.
Just roll bad like you did the first time.
Yes, the problem is because I'm actually trained in it, I'm doing this for a short sword.
It's fine.
Oops. In the box. 4.
4. Okay, 4 plus
So,
your strength.
3, because my strength is 8.
So yes, you take 3 points of slashing damage.
Slash or stab damage. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
And
Well, because I was trying for a disarm.
and then you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he was going for a disarm.
Oh no!
Ironically, this would actually help me.
I know.
But I made a.
But if you get a natural 20, you disarm him instead.
True. I got a 14.
Okay. I believe that's higher than the attack roll, so you get to
Yeah,
keep
just
the weapon.
slightly. You got 10 higher than the attack.
Yeah, I
roll.
think it's fine.
So the DC of the save was what he rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, it's like...
Boom! And my sword sort of slices up you because no illegal weapon.
Okay.
So yes, and you start backing up after striking your friend.
To change from my spear to
I apologise greatly.
my what do I have? Change from spear to rapier. Does that take an action?
You can basically drop the spear, pull out your rapier, come get your spear later.
Okay. With my first attack, I want to try to do a disarm with the rapier. So basically what he did, but I'll try it.
Okay. Except the thing is, he gets to go before you do.
Oh! Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and die. Cool.
So.
Ruin my
Okay. He's got an aura. What do I know can drop an aura?
Not many things. Taking the person out.
Yeah, he's got an aura. We can't do that right now.
This is why I have a plan.
He whistles loudly.
An idea.
Ask your paladin power.
Okay, so grab him. Okay, if I grab him and try and stop him whistling, I'm probably going to grab her. Inappropriately.
You already stepped away from him.
I know.
He whistles as a bonus action, and then he brandishes his cross at Llewell. Okay, Llewell, your high spell slot disappears. One of your spell slots. You just feel it consume.
Horrifying!
That is terrifying.
Yeah, well, I'm basically useless.
Me too.
So, unless we can do something about his auras,
Dude,
we're
No.
all useless.
body bash him!
And
Body bash him! Head butting or something. Kick his shin.
I'm getting there.
And as he does that, you feel the heat from the flame far more intensely. As you feel like it's feeding off the magic is in you.
Is his name Frodo by chance?
Okay. We can't do anything to him right now. We have to do something to drop his aura.
Learning.
What can we do? Can I make... I'm going to study him, possibly using my magic sight. In fact, that's probably a bad idea. And work out how his auras are working.
That's a great plan. I want to shove him in the fire.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
Okay.
Do that.
But
Don't. Okay, I'm going to have to step away from you before you do that, because otherwise you're going to push me into the fire.
yeah,
Because his auras are assholes.
yeah. So I'm gonna
Okay. So you move up. I'll give you a athletics roll.
athletics.
I don't know why you're complaining about auras. You've been benefiting from them for some time now with the paladin.
I got a.
No, I'm not complaining about auras. I'm complaining about his auras.
18.
It's specifically
18.
talking about his
Okay,
auras.
you manage to grab him. You can sort of feel your uniqueness start to fade as you grab him. All the colours around you start to dull.
Go in the fire.
Okay, and you try to push him into the fire.
Yep.
He grabs onto you
Cool. If she goes in,
and fails to actually grasp anything useful.
he just tried to grope you.
Wow.
Well, he's a priest.
He's expected to be better at it.
So he tried, didn't work. So
He-
I tried
yeah.
shoving him.
You managed to shove him into the fire.
Yes. Does anything happen?
Yes, he catches the light in the fire.
I let him.
That's distracting quite nicely.
I make sure he stays. I stay there and make sure he stays down.
Okay. You hear the sound of cannons around you.
Where the fuck did
Wow,
cannons
what?
come from?
Guys with rifles in
So
the
now
trees.
bangs.
Odd bangs. All right, take cover, I guess.
Okay, so what does 16 hit Lani?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel something, a small little thing hit you in the arm, dealing 7 damage.
Smack you like a hammer.
Okay.
Feels like an insect bite until you see it's actually popped out the other side.
Mm.
Okay, another thing flies past so fast you don't really see it, but one of the mob just kills over. His
You rolled a
chest
one?
just bursts everywhere. No,
Oh, just people shooting.
people shooting.
Brilliant.
Someone's attacked the priest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another one fires, and it flies past you. You see sparks as it seems to hit some of the kindling, which fly up into the air, and you see another of the mob's leg just get taken clean off.
Right, so it's like a siege crossbow without the crossbow bolts.
What caliber are we dealing with here?
Well, it's doing the damage of something that's firing crossbow bolts about this long.
I'm just saying, like, are we dealing with 50 cals here? Because this is an issue.
Well, they're black. Well, no, they're not black powder weapons, but they're going to be. They're going to be 8mm because they're German.
And some of them are quite nasty.
Yes.
And
Actually, the
It's not a
French,
nice time.
the French weapons at the time were about 8mm as well.
and then another one just zims past you as well,
So it's
because
the size of the Indian
and you see another mob's person's face just explode in blood and gore.
Ow.
Cool.
And then another one goes down.
And that one bites the dust?
Yes, this one's just grabbing in her neck. You're seeing spurt.
I really should play a bard. I've been doing musical references all night.
Okay.
Multi-class bard fighter.
I'm just saying, like, I do know that sailor background. I got some sheep.
Another one was rushing up to you with a club, and you just watch their hand get taken clean off.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Okay, as long as it doesn't start shooting us.
Oh, no,
Okay.
they shot me.
Well,
So-
the problem is they're potentially aiming at anyone randomly.
Yeah.
So,
And so that would be a 21 to hit you.
Yeah, that one hits.
there's currently more of them than there are of us. So therefore,
And you get 2 points of damage as that you find another little hole in yourself.
2 points.
Well, most of these mob only have 2 to 5 hit points.
Yeah. And standard rifles like it's a D8, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
D10.
10.
Okay, and so and you basically see another of the people go down,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is another shot, and you see the woman in the center of the circle just go limp.
Wait, she what?
There's just blood pouring out of her chest.
Oh, okay.
So, well, at least she's not going to burn to death. Rescuing her would have been good.
No, she'll go.
I went because I pushed him into the fire.
That's
so
right, you did go. So
it'd be
that
good.
was right. It was their go. That was the guardsmen who were waiting for a signal, which they got.
Mm-hmm.
Then it is Jeremy's go.
Penny's going to have a quick look around. How many
You heard 10 distinct shots.
can I spot where any of them came from and all the people that might be manipulating them?
You saw the bright flashes from coming from the trees around the road. They had been hiding away from the mob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but presumably none of them hiding near the tree that I happen to hide beside either.
No, they were either side of the clearing,
Okay, right, so I was kind of back near the car, like towards the car area.
and most of them were raised up, so they weren't actually at ground level.
Yeah. And so the priest is apparently being dealt with,
Yep.
and so the only offensive, aside from the party attacking each other, appears to be these attackers from the snipers from the trees.
Yep.
So
I
you know
will,
these, curtains.
effectively, I'll do I'll look around to see if I can spot one of these snipers at least.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Yes.
He was next anyway.
18,
That's rude.
28.
It's only
Okay, you can still see a slight glow from what they attacked with.
Okay.
So you can basically see one of them.
Okay. Does that count as my action as such for the perception? Or?
Not for this case because you're basically on the lookout at that stage.
Yep. Okay.
You're not doing anything different than you were already doing.
That's fine then. I will take the shot then. Unfortunately, not with the advantage this time. But 18 can still hit. AC 25.
Okay, you hit.
So total of 9 points of damage from the non-magical arrow, and then I will use a bonus action to continue my hide.
Okay.
So, if it's important, stealth of 13, 22.
Okay, then it is Mirren's turn. What would Mirren like to do?
So I'm back at the car, yeah?
Yeah, back at the car, you've got your shield and flail out.
I would have seen the shots coming from the tree line, yes?
Yep.
How far away is the tree line from the car?
The tree line is probably about, say at least 30 foot either side.
Sick. Dude, can I actually...
The car was 50 foot away from the
mob?
clearing side of it. So
Yeah, so can I actually physically see someone? Like, they're not hiding, are they?
They were hiding in the trees, yes. You can see them. You can see the mob.
They expose themselves.
They didn't need to expose themselves, or they did expose themselves?
They didn't.
They're using rifles.
You already had someone in the trees, which is why he got the easy chance to spot them. For you, they're hiding from the street.
Right. So would it be an action to actually try and look for one of them?
You roughly know where they are, but you don't actually see them.
If you ran at the edge of the clearing, they're probably going to be one nearby because there's 10 of them around.
I know, but I need to see one. I need to physically see. I'm going to start walking towards the tree line regardless.
Okay.
I need to see one. Physically see one.
And they
can I see any of them?
Not from the road.
Walking closer towards the trees?
You can spend your action to... you want to spend your movement to walk into the trees?
Yeah, I'll spend my movement to walk towards the trees.
Directly towards where the muzzle flashes were, or straight to the trees, because they are different distances.
Well, where are the muzzle flashes from?
They were 30 feet to the side and 50 feet up.
50 feet up.
So
a flash mob set up snipers in a tree?
Yep.
No. A priest with guard support rallied a mob to burn the witches. The mob probably didn't know anything about the guards.
I'll walk towards the tree. Oh, I can't really do much, can I?
You can pick the tree.
Yeah, I don't know what tree. That's the problem.
What are you concerned? What do you need to see one for?
Because I need to cast Blinding Intervention.
Well, yeah, you haven't got a target for that.
No.
You've got to move somewhere to try and find a target, I guess.
That's what it was. If they're 50 feet up, I've just spent 30 feet walking towards them. I'm going to move another 20 on top of that.
And
the point you've got to climb is the point.
And the thing is, at 30 feet towards them, going directly towards them, they're still behind cover.
And it's like, if you actually ended up under the tree that the one of them's in, then you might be able to look up through. You might get it more easily than trying to look through the foliage.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, look, I've walked towards them anyway, so I'm just going to ready my action if I see one. If one exposes themselves, I'm going to try and use 30 feet of movement to get up a tree and then teleport to them.
Yep.
Oh, that's 2, isn't it? I can't move and...
You declare one action. So when you're readying for something, it's this action takes over. It's either movement or a casting or an attack.
Why don't you just spend this round, get into the base of, or to the area of the tree line.
Yeah, I'm actually I'll use my action to look for one, walking towards them. I'll actually try and look for one.
Okay, so you spend your action. I'll give you a perception roll to see if you can find them now that you've reached the trees.
Natural 20.
Okay, you can see that there are 3 of them up one tree near the edge and 2 up another. The edge of the forest is thicker than inside the forest at this point, because basically it's been pruned along this side, which grows a thicker cover.
Yeah, well, you end up with a lot of undergrowth right at the edge, so yeah.
So that was my movement and my action, and can I just hold...
Good time for fireball.
It'll be your next turn.
Yeah.
But you have found them. Okay. That brings us to the mob. And people start screaming and running in random directions. It's very chaotic around you.
How strange. How unusual.
It's the only 20 I'm ever going to roll. Put you over there. I'm going to cast you an epoxy. Put you over there. I'll never see it ever again.
Okay, it is Nia's go, so our Blade Singer gets to go. What does she wish to do?
Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna look. Is the priest dead yet?
He's on fire.
He's on
And he's
fire?
been shot.
Can I try to stab him to make sure he dies?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I wonder if the aura.
Attack action!
We'll find out.
That's not very good.
He's probably not dodging much right
What
now.
did you get?
14 plus 5.
14 plus 5, you hit him.
Oh, but that last time I didn't.
Well, he's also prone and in the fire.
Wait, his aura's
Okay.
not working right now.
No, aura's still working.
Okay.
Okay. 9 plus 3, 12 plus 2, 14.
14 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you stab him quite nicely. He's still going.
Okay, I'll do the second attack then.
Okay.
I mean the second stab.
Stab,
12
stab, stab.
plus 5, 17.
Okay, at a 17, you don't actually get to him.
Oh, okay.
He's flailing around too much and you miss.
Can I spit on him as a bonus action?
You want to sit on him in the flames?
No, I only spit on him.
You want to spit on him? Sure.
Put him out.
That's
Yeah.
a big friggin' spit. That's a tidal rate spit.
So, title. You're next to this. You're next to this flaming thing where you're seeing friends attacking this guy in black for no apparent reason that you know of. And
Well, he's wearing robes. That's almost the same as curtains.
No, it's tempting.
his robes are quarter light.
Also, there is the thing. He's writhing around on top of your bits of curtain. Therefore, he's obviously trying to put them out. So he's wrong.
This may be an issue.
Stop putting my curtains out.
Pretty much. It's a bit hard to punch them in flames, though.
I think we really need to do that greater restoration when we can, because having a character that's so totally curtain centered is a bit much. I'm sure you
Hey.
get some relief from it.
Try it with vampires.
So is he
Yes.
is he completely covered in flames? Or?
He's been in the flames and he has caught a light. He is technically a light with flames.
Oh, okay. Well, he's on fire. So
As I said, he's on fire.
He's on enough fire to be taking damage.
is there really more that needs to be done? I mean, he's on fire.
But you're
Well,
good.
I was shot
there are
at twice.
There are a couple of
Because
dead bodies
you're
around you.
also under fire.
There's also people who are still tied up.
And there are also people who are shooting at us.
Okay.
And the bonfire you've fed has bodies tied up in the center of it.
Yeah, you carefully stoke with your curtains.
Yes.
Some that
Okay.
may or may not
The-
still be alive.
The witch has been shot. I don't know if she's actually dead or not, but there are other people in there as well.
Do we know who the other people are?
Her family.
Does it actually
If
matter?
you don't,
Well,
you don't. Yeah, you don't
you
know.
don't. Yeah.
Really, but we're not here to say random people.
but they can help us. Plus, it's
said
right.
who?
Plus, it's the right thing to do.
This is now Tidal. He hasn't had that discussion with everyone. So what does
No,
Tidal
I know.
want to do?
What does Tyler want to do? What alignment is he?
Well, if people are getting shot with arrows, I'm going to stand in front of.
Rifles.
He got hit by an arrow.
I got hit by an arrow.
I
That
got
was-
hit by
Right.
trying
Well,
to
actually, it was the
things.
energy bolt, I believe.
No, he
Yeah.
got hit.
Yes.
I was hit by a crossbow
Yeah.
bolt.
Yeah.
Hit crossbow bolt.
But
the only people hit by arrows so far have been the priest and one of the shooters.
Oh, jeez.
guys in the trees.
Right.
Little balls of lead, or joy, as they may say it.
Well, sticks. They're this big. Well, actually, that big.
Do we know where the arrow came from?
Yeah, him.
Oh, okay.
I got
yeah.
crossbow bolted by the paladin.
Yeah, I can deflect arrows to
Oh, yeah, sorry, there was that boat. Well, that's a bolt, not an arrow. That's totally different.
Yeah, I'm tired of not.
I got stuck with a thing with a point on it.
I go up for the Wrathmon, but I'm gonna get killed.
A bolt's just a short arrow anyway.
And you also saw the paladin rush off into the trees.
The one we're after, or the...
Our paladin.
Your
Our
paladin.
paladin. Okay, well, I'm guessing they're going for the rifleman.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow suit.
Okay, you rush off into the forest.
Yeah.
And you reach him and he's staring up.
I'm guessing there's someone up there.
Hello.
Could be cool.
The tree just say hello, like, what's going on?
The paladin just got distracted by a squirrel, that's all.
Oh, okay, right.
Do you check?
I'll check out the tree.
Yeah, you can see, give me a perception roll.
No, watch this fail. I stand corrected, it's a 14.
Oh, you see 3 guys up there looking down at you.
Excellent.
Considering you just ran towards them from where they were shooting.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
a bit obvious.
Hang on a second, we did say magic doesn't work in this realm, so I can't use magic.
Well, it's not.
Again, you haven't seen this yet, you haven't been paying attention.
That's true, Tidal hasn't really been doing
Not really.
So in that case, Tidal's probably going to use his, what's it called?
And it'll probably work against the guards anyway, so it's okay.
I think it's called the Tidal Barrier, whatever it is.
Wait, you're gonna throw a wave of water at them?
What about the old tidal wind? Bring it down.
Yeah, one person. With the Tidal Barrier, I can get all 3.
Fair enough then.
But also my ally, but that doesn't matter.
They're not a curtain. I mean,
They'll survive.
They could be. If he flattens them enough.
There we go.
you could use a curtain to catch them.
I think it's a 10 feet radius, I think.
Yep. So, if you do cast this, there will be some ramifications.
Probably, but Tidal doesn't know that, so...
Okay. So you cast it?
Yeah.
Okay, so a swirling wave of seawater surrounds you, crushing and rolling in a 10-foot radius around your space. The area is difficult terrain, and creature that starts their turn there or enters it for the first time must make a strength saving throw. On a failed saving throw, they are pushed 10 feet away from you, and its speed is reduced to 0 until the start of its next turn. Currently, it's only affecting 1 person.
Oh, I thought I climbed up the tree and then...
It's a swirling water all around you,
Oh.
not up the tree.
It's not a range thing.
No, I thought I climbed up first and then did. That was
No,
my
you
plan.
looked up.
Oh, I looked up. Ah, well, see, there's a flaw in my plan.
You didn't actually do what you meant to.
Yeah.
Just like,
just
stop
fish
this
me out.
cast!
Can I climb a tree while I'm doing
Well,
this?
you're in no danger. It's just the paladin next to you is going to have to make a strength saving throw or get washed away.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I attempt to climb this tree?
No, because you cast your spell
Oh, okay.
and you've moved here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So,
that's
Llewellyn.
all the actions.
Okay.
The fire next to you feels alive.
Everything's going to plan. Right, guys? Right? Guys?
Okay, does it...
Whoa,
Okay, how does it feel like it's still alive?
It's a sort of sense of something living that you get from people.
You told me you see a fire elemental.
Yeah, quite probably.
But it's got a bit of you in there.
I know, he's nicked... Well, that's the thing. I felt him nick some of my power and put it in the fire. So that's partly me.
And it seems to know you.
But is this in a positive or a negative way?
Hard to tell. It wants more.
It's positive.
That's negative. There's no it's positive in that at all.
No, the fire is positive.
The fire's positive and wants more than me, that doesn't count. I'm doing this from my point of view. It's not positive. I don't care what it
It's
thinks.
positive or negative. All things relative.
Okay, I'm talking from my point of view because we're talking about my actions. Positive and negative is not its point of view, it's mine. So, I could try and take the bit of me back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually have a spell to do that per se, and at the moment it may not be useful. Can I reach into the edge of the fire and try and pull bits of me back into me?
You can try.
Yeah. Sunfei, I'm not going to take fire damage from the edge of it. Can I make like an Arcana check or, in my case, history check?
Sure.
And see if I can force it back into me without actually hurting too much. And 13 and actually, sorry, 19. What's the bonus for that one? No, sorry, it's the total for that.
So, as you approach the circle, you get the feeling that this circle is very much like that guy's aura.
As in, it's going to pull more out of me.
And then you get flashbacks of the farm that you stayed at earlier.
Yeah.
Had a very similar circle. Where you couldn't feel magic whatsoever.
Right.
No living feeling from that space whatsoever. Nothing grows there.
Okay, so the fire feels like bits of me are alive,
And
but the area it's in is an anti-magic zone.
And it's consuming all magic in that space.
So doing anything at all without breaking that aura is useless.
Well, you think if you cross that threshold, you cross into
what I'm
the
saying.
yeah.
So is there a way to move that area away or break the edge, break the threshold? I don't think so.
Put the fire out as far as you know.
I don't have a big enough bucket of water. On the other hand, I can spread the fire out so it doesn't get any worse. It will take a few rounds to do this.
Wherever it burns, from what you've just figured out, it destroys the magic.
Right. So
The spell's being whatever it is that has created the aura has
so
been.
there's
gone.
nothing I can do about it.
It's like a fairy circle. It's been.
Yeah. The only thing I can do about this is move it further away without making it any bigger, which would take so long as to be useless. So there's nothing I can do about it.
You move away from it.
I'll move away from it because it's bloody dangerous.
Give me a will saving throw. Because part of you's in there.
16 on the die, I think I did it.
Yeah, you're quite happily moving away from the part of you probably don't want back right now.
Well,
if
no,
it
I
really
want it back, but there's no way I can get it back. I know this. This is the decision I just made.
Okay.
It's wrenching, but I have to do it because there's no alternative.
Okay, you hear the priest scream one last time before he stops.
Nice.
And then it's Lani's go.
I
It seems to be wrapped up in curtains.
Guns for him.
has the fire reached the center? Yeah. So
You can sort of feel a pull from the fire as if it's pulling something into it.
yeah. I recognize the fire is extremely dangerous. More than just regular fire itself, almost like elemental fire from our world, and decide, like, we tried our best. I don't know of a way to save whatever people are even still alive on that thing. So I will attempt to find whoever shot at me.
Okay. So you rushed the way that Tidal went, or the other way?
I'm gonna. Which way was I shot?
You were shot from both directions.
From both directions? I'm gonna go the opposite way from Tidal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is good. Otherwise, you might get a little wet.
Yeah. So I'm good. So the opposite way of where Tidal went, rushed towards the direction.
So you're going to the other side of the clearing.
Okay, you go to the other side of the clearing and rush up the slope, and you find yourself in breaking through a barrier of bushes and trees.
Okay. So do I see?
You make a perception roll as you look around.
That's pretty good. Where is my perception? 22.
Okay, you can see there are two people about 10 feet to the north, about two people about 10 feet to the south, and there's one person above you in a tree. With shiny metal things pointing into the clearing.
Leap up and bite him.
About 10 feet into a tree. I'm throwing my trident at him.
Okay.
I got a 23 to hit.
Okay, you see the energy sound of it as it flies up and hits him.
Okay, cool.
Does hit him.
Cool. Does it come back to me?
Don't know yet. You got to do damage first.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. 6. Ooh, okay. 15 plus. Where is it? Try it. I got 20 damage.
Okay, you hit him. There is a explosion of a flash of light, and your trident's back next to you.
Sweet.
It's basically glowing red at this point.
Do I think it's bad?
It's not reacted well.
You've never had it glow that red before, and it's hot to the touch.
Of course, last time you used it here, it never turned into quite the lightning bolt it did last time either.
That's true.
And there are bits of pieces of person falling down around you,
Yeah.
as well as part of trees.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's raining, man.
It's hot to touch, but is it burning me?
A little, yes.
Which means throw it quickly.
Yeah, for this round, I'm just gonna throw it quickly. So I throw it at the next person.
So you throw it at the guy above you, got to get rid of him.
Yep.
So throw it to one of the next ones, okay?
Yep. That would be a 14.
14, okay, it flies past him.
Doesn't come back.
Yes.
So
Once it hits a tree and catches the tree alight.
Is it burning?
The tree's burning, yes.
But did it burn me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
It's not as red as it was, but it's still quite red.
Okay, I noticed this for this round.
Okay. Now the one of the four on either side of you turn and look at you, considering you have caused quite a disturbance.
I slaughtered their friend.
And they spend their they turn and point their sticks at you.
Yep.
Okay. First one fires and it flies past you and hits one of his friends.
Nice.
You got no as well. Good to hear.
And the other one flies, taking out the other friend behind you. So it's like that they turn around and go bang bang, and then you see behind you side.
Well, you did say there were two in one, and I went, phew, firing this way.
And so one side took out the other side, either side of you. You felt bullets go right past your head.
That's fun.
Okay, so Stefan, above you, guys are pointing sticks down at you, and apparently miss.
Okay.
And this drop into the water. Okay, would a 17 hit you?
Just, I believe I got 16 is my AC.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage.
Yep.
As a little hole appears in you.
Okay.
And then there is this really loud big bang above you as one of their rifles exploded.
Oh, okay.
Critical fumble.
Backfire.
Retain your weapons.
And, people don't always remember to do that. As little bits of pieces of metal and flesh start raining down on top of you as you're looking up.
You ruined my title. It's going to be all red now.
Okay. Then it is Prey Disco. You have seen two really big bright flashes where you were shooting people.
I was going to say, so the one guy was shooting, the one I saw and shot was on the same side as the ones that Lightning went they shot each other.
And you just saw three of them explode in a big pile of flame.
So, from my position at the moment, I've got no idea where any current targets are. I will move forward along the tree line, heading towards the bonfire area.
Yep.
Basically, so what's going to move at 30, I think, from memory. Yep. So basically I'll be able to do a 30-foot move along the tree line forward towards the front of the fire, and bonus action to remain hidden, and then How close does that get me to the fire itself then?
If you move 30 feet, you're 50 feet from the 20 feet from the fire.
But I'm still actually in the tree line.
Then you're 30 feet off to the side of it as well.
Okay, so
30 feet from it and 20 feet further to actually reach it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm more than 30 feet from it from a range perspective right now.
Yep.
I will then use my action to take a look around for more targets.
Okay.
Presumably on the other side of the, or my side, whichever works working on.
Give me a perception roll.
The 25 perception.
Okay, you can see in the trees on the other side of this swirling mass of seawater is two people staring down in horror at the raining debris of their friends.
Right.
All going to
I will keep them in sight for my next round if they're still around.
Okay. Then it is Mirren's turn, who gets to make a strength saving throw versus Title's DC. What is Title's DC?
16.
Okay, you've got to beat 16 on a strength saving throw. Or you don't get to do a move action.
15.
Ah.
Okay, so you're swept deeper into the forest.
No, hang on, DC, not thingy.
It is DC.
Yeah, for some reason my head said AC. So it's incorrect. It is.
12. So you easily withstand the bloodied, debris-strewn, swirling vortex of seawater and go. And
So
you see the two people in the trees nearby.
Okay. How far away are they?
They're about 20 feet away from you.
Fuck it, I am doing it. I'm going to cast Blinding Intervention.
Yep.
Bitch, I'm going to appear within 5 feet of them in a flash of blinding light.
Yep.
They must succeed on a con save, which I believe is my spell DC, so they've got to be a 14.
Okay, one of them succeeds, one of them does not.
So the one that doesn't is blinded,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the end of each of its turn has to save on a 14 again. The other one's saved, doesn't blinded, but now that I'm right next to him,
Pop 'em.
bitch, as an action, I'm just going to fucking go to town on them.
You can.
So, +5 to hit. No, 6 misses. Actually, that one's... I would have attacked the blinded one, which I don't know if that
The
doesn't...
6 still misses.
Yeah, okay. But there's not advantage or anything because they're blinded?
Yeah.
No, it'd just be disadvantage on their behalf on there. So I miss. No, but I'm there. I'm next to him. I'm with him.
Okay.
I'm up there.
And then the mob continues to scream and go in different directions. At least they're not getting shot at this time.
No.
And then it is our friendly lead singer, Nia.
So is the priest dead yet?
He
Yeah,
appears to have died.
He's either died or he's passed out.
Crispy.
Well, he's getting crispy.
He's covered in curtains.
Yes, so it's curtains for him.
And barbecues.
There's no
Okay. Are the curtains on fire?
Yes, they are.
I bloody well hope so.
How is the stage of the witch that was shot and was on top of the fire?
She's currently on fire.
Ooh.
And she was to appear to have blood coming out of her, so she could have been shot. Plus, her family may or may not be tied up behind her as well. But we don't know about
Can
their
I see her
status.
family?
Yep.
If I look, because I'm close, can I see her family?
You see flames. You can't see the person clearly. There's lots of flames going up here.
The fire is also
Okay.
dangerous because it feels anti-magical.
Okay. The fire feels magical. Let me just quickly check again. If I have an option. What is the what's they call them? The guy who was the strongest guy.
The blacksmith. You
Yeah.
don't know if there's a blacksmith there. It's just a case of just a random person in the mob.
We just kind of made that up.
It was a players who said there was a blacksmith. I said there probably is.
Oh! Just a quick second.
Foiled again.
Uh, I was just checking. What happened to my spell? I think I just lost a page. I'm wondering,
Mhm.
can I, did anyone do detect magic?
You have a warlock who's got it on tap, but
I
no
just
one
wanna
asked him.
know if-
No one's called out about any magic so
What
far.
are you looking for?
I'm trying to figure out if this fire dancing is anti-magic is also like, if it's based on technology or if it's a type of magic.
Probably
It's-
religious.
Again, it's her character trying to figure it out, so most people can't tell you what they figured out on their turn because you haven't asked them.
Yeah,
Okay,
so if
can
you
I try
call out the
to-
question, I can give you an answer on my tab.
But like from what you've seen so far and heard about this world, it's probably divinely inspired.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
Anti-magic
they have a
orbit
weird
divine.
people came and took over. And but we also know that people in this religion is stealing magic, and it could be possibly related to droids, and they're just like taking the magic to power themselves or their god or something in some way, right?
Yes. Well, if you ask the question, I can give you an answer that's got some details to it.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to remember from press sections to see if I understand that correct.
Yeah, it's divine related, but it's it's sort of anti-magic rather than magic, but it's still active. It's not just here's an anti-magic zone. It's magic it's an anti-magic that actually does stuff.
Almost, if you could think of it as almost like well, I wouldn't say necrotic magic because it's actually a thing. But like it's cannibalistic magic.
Yes, that's a really good description.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you call the question out, I can give you more answers. I'm probably going to say something out loud anyway.
Can I try a dispel magic?
You can try dispel magic. You just try to dispel the fire.
Yes.
Okay. So I believe that is an area effect.
Yeah, I need to find the description. Just a second. Found it. My card. Creature object magical effect within range of 120 feet. Any spell third level lower on the target ends. Range spell the fourth level high on the target. Make a ability check. Okay, I haven't used any level 4 spells, and I know that I have at least one slot.
So you want to use it as a level 4 spell?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so roll a d20 and add your spells level to it, and add 4 to it.
Oh god, what do I add? Just my
You add 4 because that's the spell's level.
Yeah. 16 plus 4.
So you get a 20.
Oh god, is that enough or anything?
We don't know.
Well, that's if it does anything.
The 16 plus 10 plus the spell
I
level.
mean, it's not like 16 was a bad roll, so.
16 was a very good
For
roll.
this case.
Okay.
So, I guess
You feel your spell absorb into the flames.
And you know it was a good spell too.
They told you things are evil.
Mm-hmm.
But after doing this, I'll just yell for Luel.
Alright.
You also give me a perception roll when you're doing that.
Can I? That's not very good. 13.
Okay, even on the 13, you seem to see some sort of eyes looking at you out of the flames as your spell gets sucked into it.
Do they look supernatural? Or
They
like,
do.
as a-
They do look supernatural. Because they're just made out of flame.
Like a gene or something.
That sort of thing, yes.
I'm gonna scream at Luella and say, I was gonna say, what is it? And I will change say, eyes in the flame, just that.
Okay, title. What would you like to do? Got this water swirling around you. It's full of blood, bone, bits of trees. It's more red than it is blue, which you're used to.
Let's technically make it a soup.
We'll get to that later. For now,
That's Guardsman soup.
I can't need to climb a tree while the sea's swirling around me.
Well, it doesn't pull you anywhere.
Exactly. Let's hope this tree has insurance, and let's have a reroll.
You rolled a 1, did you?
4. I'm assuming we have rerolls left.
Yeah. You're the first one to use one.
Excellent. That did not help much. Why all my rerolls only going up by like 1 or 2? So that becomes a
6. I'm just kidding.
That's a 6.
A 6?
I was joking.
Put that in the damn thing.
Put it in the cage.
First one in the cage. Glad you made it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you fail to grab onto the tree and land back in the swirling water.
Am I stuck in my own spell?
Yes.
Apparently.
That's really funny.
This is not an alchemizable.
Because considering the spell doesn't actually penalise you in any way.
Yeah.
Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you managed to get yourself stuck in your own spell because you couldn't climb a tree.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm just
So-
imagining it swirling around getting slapped by an arm. Ow.
And a foot. And
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Just remember
Some guy's slapping me. It's like, ow.
it is Llewell's go. As you're hearing these strange noises coming from the trees around you. And flashes of light.
Okay, strange noises as in these fights.
Yeah. Aim bangs and explosions and...
Okay. See?
Does Luella hear me when I yelled before?
Llewell was
Hello,
was near you when you said that.
Yeah, we're all together except a couple in the
Okay.
trees.
I was gonna say it's I think only
So-
only you and her together.
I'm going to call out. The fire's surrounded by an anti-magic zone. The fire's got some of my magic in it. But we can't cross the anti-magic zone.
But looking at it now, you can actually see it's got some of the Bladesinger's magic in it too now.
And it's got some of Bladesinger magic as well. So don't throw magic at it, it'll just absorb it and get stronger.
It actually looks about, it's grown about 10 feet since the magic went into it.
It's got bigger. Don't throw magic at it, it'll just make it worse.
So
Okay, can I see any of these fights with guys in trees?
No, but you can hear it.
Okay, so I can't target.
You can see Tidal in the middle of this swirling stuff in the
Okay,
bottom.
I can't target any of the gunmen.
No.
Okay, that was what my next thing was. All right, I'm going to move to cover in that case, and that's probably just the car.
Okay, you rush back
Because there
50
ain't
feet to the
nowhere
car.
in the world I'm going near that fire. It's just getting worse.
Drazzle sort of sits staring at the car from...
just
He pats you on the shoulder when you reach him.
I don't know. I'm expecting Jazz to
Thank you, Dressel.
slowly put
Very
on some
reassuring.
shades and drive off.
Well, he could if he wanted to, except he doesn't like sitting in the, it's a bit cramped in the front for him. He might have to pull the seat out to sit in properly.
Let's rip off the top. Okay, I can drive now.
Okay, so it is Lani's go.
all right.
There are 2 guys left.
After
What was the
that
thing?
whole Three Stooges stunt right there.
Yeah. Have you seen how wide those cars are
Yeah.
on the inside? They are this
Yeah.
wide.
That's it.
Even wider now.
There's
Got no
2
lining.
7-foot tall people in there.
Yeah.
Plus
it
Dressel.
doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
Everybody else height kind of works, but not quite.
Yeah.
So.
So
okay.
it's still hot, not as hot as it was, but still hot.
I'm very perplexed by this. But I'm guessing it's just because of the world we're in that this magic around it is affecting its abilities.
Plus, you also hit their set off all of their ammunition in one go.
shit, yeah, nice.
It really was a critical hit.
Yeah. I try to run towards where.
The other two are? You can reach them quite easily. They're not that far away.
Yeah, I guess. I go to where the other two are and stop before the water.
No, they're on the other side of the road, but you've got two guys with guns with you who shot the guys on the other side of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah, get to them.
Yeah.
And are they up a tree or are they just
on the ground.
up
That's why when they missed you, they hit the other
I'm
ones.
not gonna let go of my trident. I'm just gonna stab them.
Okay.
Yeah. So stab one with a 24.
24.
Nice stab.
I got a 19 on the dice. It's nice. With 17.
Okay. You basically see bits of it burst out the other side of his chest. Like, I stab him.
Steve's still beating heart on the end of the trident.
Sure, it's still there.
Yes, I stab his. I push his body off the weapon.
Yeah. And then with my second attack, I attack the other guy. Let's see if I do it as good this one. It's 19.
Still hits.
With a 16.
Okay, and you manage to give him 2 hearts.
Nice. Heart transplant. There you go.
Heart to heart.
Perfect. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so those guys don't do much.
They did.
Okay,
I never said I was a good doctor.
One of them.
You're a fine surgeon.
Yeah.
One of them tries to stab our paladin with his little knife. I said little knife, so it didn't do particularly well.
Right.
Well, it's yay long, so it's a little knife.
It's a toothpick.
And the other guy is going, what I can't see, and falls out of the tree.
He does get a chance to save on it, 14 if he wants.
Yeah, but the save happens at the end of his round. He fell out of the tree first, and he got the same number on his con save, which was a 2, and apparently he landed badly.
Right.
Okay, so it is Praedy's go. You can see the 2 people you're about to attack. There was this big flash of light. One falls out of the tree, and one of them's got this little cute knife attacking the paladin.
That's all right then. I wouldn't want to describe the paladin as fun. So, how big's the fire?
The fire looks to be about 25 feet across. Radius, 25 feet radius.
Wow, it grew quickly. And how high are the flames going?
Flames go up probably about 30 feet at this time.
I will give it a try. Aiming 30 feet above the flames, like above the fire. I will go for create water
Okay.
to create effectively rain in a 30-foot cube.
Directly
Underneath
above the water?
Yeah.
I mean the
above
fire.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do so, you feel a strange emptiness of the spell, and you just see the flames just go out extend another 5 feet in all directions.
Okay.
As you feel as if it ate your magic.
Turning it off.
Yeah.
So,
Which means the flames coming towards near quite quickly.
Well, in fact, I would have to potentially move forward a bit. I'll use the rest room to go back again, and then be back in the trees to hide.
Yep.
It's so nice to work out if we could reverse this.
Mirren, you're up.
Alright, well,
You've got to send the anti-magic zone.
And as
yeah, as...
No.
Actually, I'm just gonna spend... Oh, wait, what's Divine Smite? Divine Smite's a bonus action, isn't it?
Quite possibly. You shall smite them a question.
Smite.
Sorry?
You shall smite them a question.
Right, I'm just going to hit this guy.
Yep.
With the flail. Which is... Alright. Use this one.
Well, you roll that. I just grabbed something.
18 plus 5. 23. Alright, it's 2d6 plus 2. Just 5 points of damage on the first hit.
Yep.
Let me just have a look at Divine Smite. Yeah, 1d10 per paladin. Oh, wait. That's not it. Hold on. No.
Paladin.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, one spell slot. It's one spell slot. And I'm going to cast it at second level, so it's 2d8. So I'm going to add 2d8 to this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a spell slot gone, but it's not an action because it just does it. That's not an 8. Where's my 8? Never rolled an 8 before. An 8? No, it's a 12. It's the 8. Oh, this one's 3. An extra 4 points of damage on top of that, of radiant, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to hit him again.
Didn't you have 2 attacks normally?
It's, an attack, and then a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then I won't as a bonus action. I'll just attack him again, which is 18 again, plus 5 is 23.
That's a hit.
I'm going to spend another fucking spell slot. So it's 2d6 plus 2d8. So that's 6 points of damage on the first one, and then 2d8. Plus 6. Plus 8. 14.
14. Okay, so you
So
carve
6
him
20
up.
20 points of damage.
I think you beat.
And he falls out of the tree dead.
It worked!
Why did the German fall out of the tree? Because he was dead.
I've still got a bonus action, yeah?
Yep.
So I've got... Is there anyone else within 20 feet of me?
I think that's.
Yes, there is Tidal.
Please don't stab me.
No, I was just going to divine...
Smite me. Oh, that's even better. Thanks. Yeah,
No, I wasn't going to divine not yet.
They're part of the eventual cure with the greater restoration type effect.
Sure.
No.
Yeah,
Divine
yeah.
Smite is a step towards.
You gotta receive some pain to get some healing, right?
That's right.
No, I was going to teleport to you, but then you'd be blind. So, no, I'm not. I'm just... How far up the tree am I? About 30 feet? 20 feet?
So I'm already curtain blind. It's fine.
Can I use movement, including a bonus action, to just try and get down out of the tree without taking damage?
You can just drop out of the tree. As this is part of your homeland, I have no problems with you using the tree to slide down.
Okay, well, I'll use my movement to get out of the tree, and then that'll do.
Though if you're a dwarf, I'd make you roll.
Ah. No, alright. So I managed to smote that guy to the next century.
And there are 2 bodies at the bottom of that tree.
Ah, I'm so happy we got to hit him.
So Nia, as you're looking at these flame moving towards you with the eyes, it's expanding quite fast in your direction. You are almost on the edge of it.
I'm gonna get out of it.
Give me a will saving throw.
I will?
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
I was like, that's the winter fairy. At the moment, sorry, just checking. Oh yeah, I have +4, so 17.
17. Okay, you can feel it trying to pull you in as you mentally pull yourself away from it and retreat from the flame.
Okay, so I'll dash away.
You dash away. So, Tidal, while you're still concentrating, the seawater is still swirling around you.
Yep. I'm gonna try and climb this damn tree again.
Okay.
I'm not being defeated by a tree. Oh, I need a dice, don't I?
There's no one up there still, is there?
You sure you want me to taint this or something?
Well, look at this way. If you roll the bad rolls out of it, she'll be luckier.
Exactly.
You're helping everyone
Plus,
else.
I have 4 other sets. I'm good.
No, see, told you, bad luck.
See, he's using all the bad rolls for you. You're
yeah,
safe.
that's it. Yeah, totally.
That's a 6 again.
That's a 6. Apparently, you're struggling to climb a tree.
Yeah, I can't climb.
If there's a tree in the forest, you can't climb it.
Trees are your new enemy.
Alright.
Trees.
gosh.
Out of curiosity, is there anyone up that tree anymore?
No.
No.
No, I didn't think there was.
This is just for his own pride.
This is for my pride now.
And just for your amusement, he can stop the swirling water at any point because it's concentration. He's actually making the swirling water stay there.
Yep. I wanted to get up there into this tree with the swirling water, and I will stay here for the rest of my life if I have to do it.
Well, you have another 7 rounds to do it with.
There you go, another 7 rounds to do it.
Okay. Then it is.
You have water. Put out the fire.
That would have been logical, yes.
Oh my god.
He hasn't really noticed the fire that much.
Yeah.
It is tidal after all.
It is tidal.
It was useful for burning curtains. So why would I put out the fire if it's currently burning curtains?
The curtains are burnt.
You say that.
It was
You
to
don't
burn
know
us.
that. I don't know.
Okay. And then it'll be Llewell's go when he comes back.
Yep.
Once we stop the fire, the curtains
there's
might
no
come
more-
back.
Are there any other?
Your guy's been running about. You killed them all.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's probably still some mod people milling about
So-
or running.
So, Paul, you see Nia start retreating towards you as the flame's getting closer to her. It's been expanding out as people feed it.
So what was the first thing you said?
I said, it's your go, and you notice Nia come towards you.
Right, so she's backing off from it.
Yeah, as the fire is expanding as people feed it.
I'm not backing up. I'm dashing away from the flame.
Yes, I just was making it clear because I missed 2 words.
All good.
Sorry. Okay.
And you can imagine me screaming, "Demon!"
Yeah, she's yelling demons and pointing at the flames.
I look at the flames. Is there anything other than more flames?
Give me a perception roll.
Carpets.
Carpets?
Yes, there's
You're
carpets in
The
saying-
next evolution of curtains.
flames.
Carpets are floor curtains, right?
Now he's going to be afraid of carpets too.
Okay, 17 on the die, I think I'm
Your
in.
greatest
Okay, you can see a pair of
Like going into the dwarves,
very
staring at carpets, curtains, all carpet.
devilish-looking eyes staring out at you.
Okay. That sort of clarifies how this divine magic's working. It's not. Yes, well, her backing off, moving away from the great rate of knots is perfectly acceptable and reasonable. I'm going
And-
to guess at this point, the fire's big enough, there's no way in the world we're going to do anything about the people in it.
And you also see strange things forming in your side.
Strange things like...
Your arcane sight kicks in, and you're seeing lines coming towards it of from all the life around it into the flames.
So it's consuming life as well as magic.
Life is magic.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we need to run. Can we drive away?
I'm going to get in the car and start the engine. That should be enough signal for anybody else.
Yep, the car starts perfectly for you. Everyone else has to make a roll.
What are you rolling for?
Starting the car. Anyone else but him has to make a roll to start the car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he knows how.
I was going to say.
Basically, for the purposes of this, I'm tuned to it.
Yeah.
Okay, but if we're... I thought you meant we actually have to make the roll right
No,
now.
no, no.
because-
If you're
okay.
trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I sort of was half confused there from it too.
Yep.
So
yes, you get in.
All of us
you start the car.
at the same time.
yes, I'm actually.
Drazel's sitting beside you.
Pardon?
Drazel's sitting beside you. It's a bit squishy.
Yeah, I don't care very much.
He didn't want to be out there either.
Sorry, no, it's cack-handed driving, so I'm on the side.
Okay. And then you see the flames just rise up very quickly, and then it's now only about a foot or two off the ground. They just burst up in a big pillar of flame, and then just is now about a foot off the ground. It just burn little bits
So
of
it's just
embers.
a fire.
No, it doesn't mean there's a
So
fire.
everything within about 100 feet of the fire looks a lot greyer than it was beforehand.
Yeah, I think we either just created or summoned a demon.
As far as we know.
It's not us. He was already there.
And
Well,
no,
quite possibly too.
and there's
Actually, it would have been the thing sucking all the magic in. So yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think we summoned it, or they summoned it, and we just helped.
and under your arcane sight, where the flame was, is nothing. It's just a void.
Oh, fuck.
Right. So nothing's
Wait.
ever going to grow there again. I'm presuming, given this place is
We
all
don't
going
know.
to go like that.
We don't know, but I have a question.
Yep.
For the GM.
Yep.
The question is, are there any of the citizens that are running around like headless chickens in panic?
Most of them got consumed in the fire.
Oh fuck! Okay.
So when you fed the fire and expanded the flames about 20 odd feet, it went past where the mob was.
Yeah.
Okay, so all our weaknesses are gone. Okay.
Because they didn't run into the trees because that's where the shooters were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
So he did a great sacrifice to this god. He got many souls today.
yeah.
He doesn't care whose the souls are, because they all belong to him now.
Well, they already did.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative, yes.
Oh, okay.
And you know, and Tidal would Tidal like to make another climb the tree check.
Damn straight.
He's still got another 7 checks to make.
Okay.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay. How many more times is it going to meet me?
Well,
Oh, finally.
wait, was it a unicorn?
No, this is a 19.
Okay.
And it's not even going to be worthwhile
Took
breaking
me
through.
5 tries when I made it.
Yeah, five whole rounds, half his spell duration to claim the tree, and then he gets to look down at the swirling bodies.
Yep.
Okay, I'm on top of the tree, and then I look around and then realise there's no one else up here.
And everyone else is in the car.
So I'll turn it off.
Okay, doesn't stop.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
Wait, the water doesn't
There's this swirling bodies in the tree, around the tree below him.
Even when he tries to turn it off, he can't control it.
He just stopped concentrating, it's still going.
You could leap over the edge. It's only going to be a few hit points damage.
I'll
on
jump
your end.
down from the tree.
Yep. You land in the swirling body mass.
Sure. Where is
Okay,
it?
can you jump far enough out to not hit the
Is
sword?
it following me still?
You just walk out of it. It's his
There's now
spell.
a
He cast the
swirling
spell.
mass
Yeah.
Stuck in a tree.
Suck around a tree.
You've got a tub of water with no tub.
I mean, it's cool, but not very useful.
Well,
It's a
Tidal
washing
was
machine.
here.
No, it's a washing machine.
I guess. Except it's got like
Humans?
body parts and stuff in it.
Oh, no, you could filter them out and just put soap in it.
I guess so.
It is seawater, so it has some redeeming
I'm just
qualities.
gonna-
Yeah, just have to rinse afterwards.
Look around, see if anyone's noticing this giant whirlpool thing around. the
Tidal. In the
So
car.
some guys sat up nearby. His head's sort of on a weird angle.
tree.
Tidal car.
I'm gonna just awkwardly walk off
Yep.
and pretend nothing happened.
Okay, so Tidal reaches the car a little bit late.
That's right.
He's the last
What
one to
does
get
that
there.
mean?
You were near the car. You had been retreating with the car.
Yeah, everyone else was close at this point. Tidal was a round or so behind.
Yes.
He had issues.
A couple of people have noticed the tidal wave I somehow accidentally left behind. I don't usually leave it in places, but apparently I do in this world.
Maybe you could make a pet of it, have it follow you around.
Yeah, that doesn't work apparently.
Probably not.
Okay, you get in the car. The draperies have been replaced with these bright blue ones.
I'm getting the boot.
This sounds like a Strassel thing.
Yes, it's a Brazzle thing.
Open the
He
boot
was
drazzle,
doing that while
getting
we were
in,
working out what the hell was going on with that demon.
getting in the boot
He
drazzle.
fixed the car.
No, it's to
Someone
work.
broke
We
it.
need to get away.
Yeah,
You just
we're going
drive away.
around the fire and keep going.
Fine. Closing my eyes very hard.
Mm-hmm. And yes, and you drive on past the burning embers. You can see that there's just piles of skeletons in the flames as you drive past.
Yes. Feel sad about the fact we couldn't save anyone.
Smells a little barbecue.
The curtains are burnt in there. Think
Not
about
these blue
that.
ones.
Okay, well, this is the thing. If you think about the burnt curtains, you can try and ignore the blue ones. They're watercoloured.
Yeah. This is what we get for trying to interfere in their affairs, and
Well, we couldn't get around them anyway.
mm,
This thing's not going to go off road.
yeah.
Who the hell places curtains?
What?
He's concerned about the curtains.
Of course, he's concerned about the curtains. Let's see if you personalise one. So sew the name title into all the curtains.
There you do see each of the curtains has a symbol of Proteus on it.
Oh.
Oh, this is awkward.
You can't burn that.
I am conflicted.
Though, technically, if Poseidon is our patron god in this world, he does enjoy burnt offerings.
I don't know that yet.
Yeah, Drizzle looks around at you and winks.
Yes,
Yes,
he is.
I'm assuming we couldn't go around, so we're just going back where we came, trying to find a
Now, we're
different direction.
going through where these people were.
Mm-hmm.
They were in our way.
Yeah, we can get
And now they're not.
through now that nobody's there.
Yeah. It's just really sad that we couldn't save anyone.
Yeah.
I don't think we could ever save anyone. That should be a lesson.
We could, yeah.
No, that's
like
not a
we
lesson.
tried.
It's just something to be sad about this time. We should be saving people. We're supposed to be the heroes.
The heroes. Then
Now,
this is what happens
we're
when
supposed to be the heroes,
we're
but what we
heroes.
learned today is that we are willfully unprepared for what is going here.
Well,
Yeah.
we haven't got any way of countering what they're doing, so...
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say.
I'll tell you, I did a counter spell. Sorry, I dispel magic as
And
the
it
highest
worked.
level. Yes, sucks any magic and becomes stronger.
Yes,
Magic
Yes.
and life.
yes, which is why we can't do anything about it.
Was that
I have
the
a
priest?
Can we
Doing?
feed it death?
You from what you've learnt of this world, the religious rites of this church destroys magic.
Yes. And my guess from what we've just seen is, this is something we can chat about as we're driving. From what I've just seen,
Yeah.
and I watched it actually do this as that demon formed, is that they appear to have done a deal with demons, and the demons are what's actually sucking the power out of it.
Magic, yeah.
So what you've got is an anti-magic demon that also absorbs life. And someone's got a rather bad feedback.
And someone had their microphone apparently killing a bug.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got these whatever it is that they've made deals with that are sucking all the magic out of things and forming anti-magic zones while they're doing it, at least for arcane magic anyway. Actually, your magic didn't work either, so divine magic doesn't work either. So there's pure anti-magic zones, which you can't get around, and then they just suck the magic and life out of the area because life is magic.
And each church's
Um,
consecrated land is
is-
anti-magic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this anti-magic zone that we've just seen created and a demon grow out of, these are permanent, they're going to become more prevalent, and this entire world's going to go like this.
This is why I think it's important that we do what we can to get out of this world and as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And though we may try to save a few along the way, it may be more a hindrance to us to try to be the heroes of this world. But
Well, yeah.
You also think if you stopped them before they lit the circle, then most of the power of the circle wouldn't have.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
the fire that caused the power. So it's
Yeah.
once they start their rituals, there's nothing we can do to stop the
Yeah.
rituals.
The thing is, we tried to stop them actually starting the fire and it didn't work because of what's his face's magic aura.
Yep.
So we were screwed from the beginning.
Question is, where's the magical aura coming from? Because if we could interfere with that in the beginning, we could have a chance.
But if you've got anti-magic demons powering these priests, that's how they're creating these anti-magic or counter-magic auras.
So the lesson we learned from this is whenever we come across these priests is we have to stop them from using whatever rituals that they're doing in the first place.
Yeah, which means
And
hitting them before
of which
go there.
they have magical auras and they have items that have magical auras that can affect us. So avoiding them at all costs would be handy, and or making them our friends. So
And you do have a name for them as well, the Inquisition.
Yeah, the Inquisition.
And I think the only thing that's going to be useful affecting these guys is getting a surprise round on them and taking them down in a surprise round.
Was the priest and the guards Francian?
No.
Were they German?
They didn't seem German either.
So they were their own thing. They were Inquisition.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, we need to
The priest had no defense against my bow.
and saying
Yeah, non-magic seems to get through.
Yeah, it has to be non-magic
Related
and you have to be
to
right in their aura.
That's why I was able to knock him into the fire.
That's,
That was fun.
yes, but that's also why I stabbed you in the arm, or sliced you in the arm.
Mm.
and I hit you with an arrow.
Because I was in the aura, and so...
Oh, by the way, I have some healing.
Well, thank you very much.
Lay on hands. How much are you down by? What did I hit you for? 7?
Something
12.
like that.
Do you do it before or after you remove the bolt?
After...
I just thought I'd
Before.
ask because I've had that question before pop up. It's like, I heal him! And then the bolt heals around the bolt. And it's like,
Well, it's lay on hands. If you want to keep the bolt in there as a memento, I'm down with that. It doesn't bother me.
No.
Make it
It's
pretty.
coming out.
Okay, you can pull it out. Alright, so I'll heal you
again.
That one.
10 points.
Yes.
So I'm down.
I'm better. That's all right, I can cover the rest of it, thank you.
Okay.
And I can cover your arm.
Do you have any more? I'm down with 12.
Okay, I'm down. Lay on hands across.
No, it's all right, I'll do it. I did.
Oh, lay on hands doesn't cost me anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, in that case, go for it.
Okay, 35 healing points.
Ooh, nice.
Just float around.
Okay.
Presumably, Morale's not doing anything while he's driving.
Well, I'm not going to be
Eraser
healing people while
or
I'm driving,
pencil?
although I could,
I still think that if
because my healing's a minor action. It's not going to affect my driving.
I'm with Lani and Nara on this, just avoid them. I reckon we just avoid them. We're getting bogged down
Yeah.
in fights and arguments and the part and shit in this world is not our
The
concern.
problem is that in this particular case, they were in our way, and it was going to
True.
be basically impossible to get around them.
Yeah, true, but maybe next time we can
Next time we'll keep an
yeah,
eye out.
we'll keep yeah, can we as we drive, can we keep a bit more of an eye out so we're not like turning a corner and go, oh, flash mob?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
What we'll do is stop every now and then, and I'm going to send Oya up to altitude and do some scouting.
Mm.
Come back down, and we'll drive another, say, half an hour or so.
Yep.
So we'll do that every half an hour to an hour, which is about right. It means people can get out and do the loo thing and so on while I'm doing it.
Okay, so you have a really interesting night with a nice well-lit red sky.
Yep.
As the meteor shines down on everyone.
Brilliant.
I have a question.
Yep.
Are we certain that there's some entity and those anti-magic zones are going to continue permanently, or
This is
Like,
what
are we
the local
certain?
church has made it deal with. This is
no?
permanent.
It is our understanding that this world is dying.
Yes, and these are the people killing it.
The
These are beings killing
anti-magic
it.
is growing
No,
and will
I
continue
get
to
what you're
remain.
saying. No, what I'm asking is that is it certain that a new anti-magic area with an entity appear, right?
Like
it
it
so
stays
then
there.
that
Yeah, it's
area,
permanent.
the area stays there?
Yeah, like a permanent
That's what we
landmine.
understanding.
That's my understanding based on
Yeah.
what I've just seen.
Well, you don't think the creature stays there. You think the life
Yeah.
is taken from
It's-
that.
It has sucked the life out. It would take quite some time for life to return to such a dead
If
area.
it does. If it
If it
does.
does at all.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like nuclear
Yeah.
energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Microwave your pizza really quickly there, though.
No, it has no background count. It's got no count whatsoever.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not-
empty.
It's sucked everything, any form of energy out of it, and it's going to have to be basically slowly recolonized by
A different, more powerful god would have to
It would have to be
undo
Revitalize
what
it.
this god has done, which we have seen that this god is extremely powerful and has killed off all of the gods of this world.
Yeah, he's got all the local divine power that exists,
Yeah.
except for that bound in the demons. And he's using
Questionable,
those
though,
as
'cause no
tools.
There's a reason that the Abervilles left.
Yes, and
Christ.
we'd need the backing of at least a couple of major gods to actually make this work.
Like Krishna.
And they're going to go, it's just one world, what's the point?
And you think that the backing you have from the major gods is the only reason you've got magic,
Yes, it is.
and that's them stretching their limits.
Yeah, that's the thing. They would
Yeah.
actually have to be at least one major god
No.
come here.
Oh, no, these are the other major gods here. You think this
Oh,
is
no.
this is the limit of
Of what they can
This
do.
world.
of what they can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to get a major god from a different world to come here to give us a hand.
They are from the other worlds as well.
Oh dear. Well, okay.
Yeah, this
That's
is as much
why
as
they've
I
got
can
limited
So,
power.
I'll give you a
basically
character.
the whole thing is everything is fucked, and we're trying to get out of here.
I'll give your
before we-
character an insight roll to see
before
if
we
you've
get
figured
caught
out
up
from
in-
what you've seen here.
Can I do one too?
This is particularly for someone who's been studying these effects.
and can see things. Well, you can see things magically as well, but come here.
As far as Lonnie is concerned, like, she respects magic, she understands others that use magic. She doesn't necessarily choose to use magic,
No,
but
23.
in this world she recognizes that, like, magic
Yeah.
is fucked. And
Okay, so
basically everything is fucked. It's just taking a little while to do it, but it's not going to take that long.
what you can see here is now obvious to you.
Yeah.
Where you come from,
Together.
there are 5 spheres of magic.
Yeah.
Of not magic, spheres of power, and each represents different things. The sphere of energy represents magic. The sphere of time represents basically the fact that things will continue and renew.
Yeah,
and
there is duration and
the
change.
duration and change. The
Yes.
sphere of matter represents life and regrowth and that sort of thing. And the sphere
Yeah.
of thought represents consciousness and understanding and knowledge.
Everything to do with having a brain.
And then the sphere of entropy, which generally represents the degrading
Yes.
of all the other 4.
But it's
And-
also change and renewal and several other things.
And from what you can see, every time the spheres are out of balance, a world dies.
Yeah.
And
this is
at the
seriously
moment,
out of balance.
and at the moment, entropy is the only sphere in power here.
Yeah. So basically, what we've just seen is an entropy demon. And
Well, but more importantly, what we've seen is the result of the spheres being out of balance,
that's what he was just saying. Yes.
which is the problem and the concern that Redrian has got, that the
Yes.
spheres are becoming out of balance back
On your
on
world.
Mystara.
Yes. What it does mean is we've got some insight, possibly, on more insight into what we may be able to do about the present imbalance in our world. But we've also got the thing of the only way we could do anything about the anti-magic zones, because they're basically created by demons, is to be more powerful than them,
And
which we can't do.
you also have figured out that the god that they worship is Thanatos, the Grim Reaper
Yeah.
of your world,
Yes.
who
So
is one
he's
of the major gods of destruction. His
entropy, death, corruption, and various other
Oh,
things.
no, the destruction
So-
of all things is his
Yeah.
guideline, which is doing quite nicely here.
Yeah. So those demons are probably actually his.
Hmm
Mhm.
As are
So
all the
they're-
priests.
Yes. So we'd have to rebuild this world from the bottom up, including creating new gods,
Exactly.
to do anything about
Which
it.
we're that's out of our
And
league.
we're what, level 7?
And from what you can, from what you have read about, it's
Yeah.
the equivalent of Thanatos has pretty much won.
Yeah.
It's what happens when.
Well, yeah, he's already beaten the others.
And at that level of winning, that there is no coming back.
Yeah, you'd have to recreate the world. At which point you might as well start with your own.
Well, it's either people leave or die.
Yeah.
There is no option left.
Can I please add something?
Yeah.
It's not that we have to recreate the world,
No.
right?
No, we're
but
not touching that with a barge pole. We can't do it.
I haven't been able to give my whole thought.
Yeah.
It's when you say in general, instead of thinking that way, there's two options. One is that believe this world is fucked, we have to get what we want and we leave. Or two, if you're gonna try to do anything, our best bet is actually to see if there is a gods of different powers, different spheres, who be willing to interfere and come here.
That's pretty well what
It's
I
the
was
only-
saying. Yeah. But
they have no power here.
Yeah, the external gods have issues because their power's bound elsewhere, and the local gods are basically screwed. It's not something that a group of level 7s is going to do. It would be something that would be pushing it for level 20s. It might be something to do with level 20.
And the god
Come
who's
back
in
and say
control
what
here is a god of your world.
Yeah.
So it's not saying you bring other gods here. Those gods of your world already exist here.
Yeah.
They just have no power.
Yeah, because he's managed to push them out. Yeah, at level 20, we could possibly do something about it. Weaken him enough that the other gods can regain some power.
Nah, we can do it tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, give it a red hot go. Not with that attitude, we'll never get it done.
So right now, we continue to look for the items we're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to,
Yes.
we have to
Yes.
focus on our
If
own
we can
thing.
save
Oh yeah.
We can't do
into
anything.
these books, temporarily, potentially we can look at that.
Oh yeah.
But
But
it
at the
doesn't matter
moment,
anything further.
winning is us getting out of here alive with our powers.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We just got to find the items,
Yes. We
we
there is,
find Stephen, and
yeah.
get back.
Well, this is the thing. Once we've got him back, we can ask him how to do it,
Yeah.
and he might be able to work out some way it can actually be done.
I think it's more important that we get back home and
Well,
stop what's happening
yes.
here
That's
from
pretty
happening
obvious.
there.
Yes, that's reasonably obvious. Right? I'm just saying, there's a Stephen, we can ask him about it. He may say it's not possible, and at which point we'll go off and do something else. If he says it's possible, we'll go, yes, we'll get to the point of being capable of doing that, and then do it then. Either way round, for the next 10 levels, we're doing other things.
So for the interim, we just try and avoid conflict. I think
Yes.
would be the best bet.
Oh yeah, that's why I've got my
Yeah.
that's why I've got my Raven up scouting every half an hour.
Okay, so come morning, you find yourself coming up to a small little township
Mm-hmm.
called Zenobi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not going to go anywhere near it. We're just going to stop and scout it out
If
first.
we can go, yeah, we'll scout.
Which you need to go in and refill your vehicle with.
Yeah, there's a point we have to refuel.
It's either that or walk another day to the next location or drive there in
Yes.
a quarter of the time.
What did you say the time was?
Zenobi.
Yeah. So we'll drive into the town and do a fill up and
Yeah.
look innocent.
Okay, so you stop by the noble villas here to get the fuel.
Yep.
Because no one else has can afford the fuel.
Yeah.
And give me a diplomacy roll.
Fortunately, this is my thing. Where's my glasses? Persuasion. Ooh, 25.
Okay, the noble's more than happy to help out a fellow lord of the land.
Mm-hmm. Well, I talk upper class. Actually, strictly, I am upper class, but just not using titles.
And as he's filling it up, there is another mostly grey vehicle here as well, getting filled up
Yep.
There we go.
with guys in pointy helmeted things,
Right.
just chatting amongst themselves in some strange language.
Mm-hmm.
As I see Germans, have we seen these people before?
You have seen
We
Germans
have.
before, but not like this. These guys actually look more parade ground style people with they've got little medals on their chest.
Right. These are Prussian officers.
and that they seem to be having a very angry sounding conversation with very precise words.
That just sounds
Okay,
like German.
can we just avoid this completely?
The
We're
Prussian
avoiding
officer
them.
corps
We're
used to
avoiding
use
them.
high
Low
German
profile. Put some fuel in. Let's go.
so that other people couldn't understand them,
Mm.
because it's
National-
not a dialect of normal German. It's almost a different language.
Mm-hmm.
National Lampoons. Wind the window up.
Okay, you wind the window up and close the curtains. Much to Tidal's annoyance.
Try and keep as low a profile as possible. Let's just fill up and move on.
Yeah, look into some.
Okay, so one of them comes over to talk to
Awesome.
Llewell.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "So you new to the place?" He speaks French badly.
Travelling through.
Traveling through. Where you travel to?
I give the name of the town we're going to.
We are going to
That town. That precise town.
Paragon.
Oh, been there. Bad things. Probably die. Good luck.
Bye.
Thank you.
You here to catch beast?
Try to.
He pulls out a little medallion thing and hands it to you. He says, "Bring luck."
Thank you. I'll look at it.
Your hands are burning while you're holding it.
Okay. To be polite, I'll put it in the car
Mm-hmm.
on the dashboard, and I'll throw it away once he's gone.
Has good spirit attached to it.
Yeah, I can feel the strength of it. Thank you.
Yeah, look.
It's a medallion of Thanatos, isn't it?
No, it's basically a saint's cross.
One of the demigods of Thanatos, isn't it? Yeah.
So he's done his good deed for the day, so he heads off.
I pull out the medallion of the Easter Bunny and throw it in the bushes.
It's stuck to the dashboard.
Oh,
How did it stick to the dashboard?
God always knows.
Because it touched him.
well, shit.
This car isn't big enough for 2 spiritual singers.
Okay.
What's this? Where did we just stop?
You stopped at Zenobia.
Small town, just for a refuel.
And after the Germans head off, happily solving their problems of the beast by feeding it more cannon fodder.
Mm-hmm. And giving us an amulet of something evil.
Oh, it comes
Actually,
across as holy.
Curiosity. What happens if I
Yes,
touch it?
that's fine for local
It
stuff.
burns.
It does burn, right? Can I wrap it in? Like you said, it's stuck to the dash. Can I try and wedge it off the dash with something?
Yeah. Yeah. Use a knife tip or something.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to lift off.
So it's actually part of the car now.
It appears to be.
You can chip away the bits underneath it. It just seems to slide down again after you slice the bit underneath it.
We're going to need another car, aren't we?
Well,
One just left.
Sure the car is still works.
I think I just cursed it.
Just do some GTA 5 stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Just avoid that.
Well, this
Carjack
I
someone
don't believe this car contains life.
Well, wasn't
therefore,
our
we're probably not
plan-
going to be infected.
Well, it's just had this amulet bound itself to our car.
To be fair,
That's what I'm saying.
wasn't
The
our
car is not
plan...
alive though, so it doesn't care.
Sorry.
it's
Probably.
just
Our plan was to take the car to Paragon, and then from there we were taking a boat
Yeah.
up.
So all it's going to
So
do
it's
is
like we just have to get to Paragon now.
Well, you're gonna then you're gonna take the car to Zimes and then take a boat to
Oh, that's
Lazy
really what's
Box.
going to happen.
So you still got another place
So
to
go
get
to
to.
Zimes.
Wait, so we
How
don't
we just
need
leave
the
it
car
there.
once we get to Para thingy?
No, you need they still need it for another trip.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair.
So let's do that.
Let's just see how it goes.
And I'll drive like this.
Mhm.
keep an
Rather
eye
than
out.
like
Keep an
that,
eye
use
out.
my hands
Keep
away
an
from
eye
the
out.
alley.
If it makes you, because we previously did this where you can have me drive the car since I'm not I'm more like hit him with a stick kind of thing, not necessarily magic.
That's true.
So if it makes you feel more comfortable, you can have me drive the car and you tell me
Yeah.
how to drive the car, because we
Oh,
did that before.
Yes. Probably actually a good idea at this point.
Okay.
Because I don't want this thing accidentally going.
Because I know how that
suck all
cursing.
your magic out.
I've seen how the symbols of this god works, and I don't want a magical party member to be permanently affected.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do I have this medallion stuck to my forehead? No.
Hey, just stop suddenly. Uh-oh.
It's still stuck to the car too. Fuck.
You are a car now.
Yeah.
Transformers, high elves in disguise.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a nerve-wracking journey to the next town.
Yeah.
Can we please keep all ears, eyes, and everything else out open for those mobs, roadblocks, road signs, accidents?
As before, stopping every half an hour.
Yeah.
And my radar for scan.
So every now and then, as you stop, you see that there are equivalent of crushed cars or dead bodies.
So we're slowly getting into a war zone-ish.
Well, I was going to say that.
The local.
When Stoppy headed in, we're going to have a look around to see if you can find evidence or signs of this beast.
Oh look, a crushed car.
It's very exciting.
And there are footprints that would make Drazzle be able to stand in both feet without actually getting either side of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they're clawed.
Oh, fun.
But they don't appear to be clawed like a wolf.
They're clawed like a lizard, aren't they?
They are clawed more like a dragon.
A dragon.
Mm.
So, yeah. Great.
So that's all right. Just take it to the take it to one of the church sites. It'll be fine.
Does there appear to be like a little bit of a drag, like there's a tail?
No drag for a tail.
No, we're going to kite the damn thing.
Yeah. Alright, so we're getting closer to its grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we heard from the previous city, whatever, that like there's a beast on the outskirts of this town.
Yeah.
But we just don't know if it's made it into town yet.
That's right.
That's
Well,
what they were. That's what they
Probably would
were.
have heard about it from the Germans before. I say we try and just get to the town first to see if we can get some information
Okay.
on. And
As you get
Sorry.
closer, you do see there is a group of dead Inquisition here.
Oh.
Basically, looked like the guy was ripped from bottom to top.
Cool.
Ouch.
I am 100% rifling through his pockets.
Right. Which does indicate very strongly that whatever it is not under the Inquisition's control.
No.
Which means
No.
doing bad things.
Do I find
My
anything?
point,
Sorry.
do you have monstrosity handling or something?
You do find a rather ornate silver cross.
Yeah, but I'm not going to touch it, but like, no identification. No.
I have
Do
alien
you detect
handling.
magic? Can
That-
someone detect magic on that cross?
Oh, we know it's magical.
It,
Yeah.
it doesn't
I'll touch
radiate
it.
magic whatsoever. In fact, you can't even see it with your magic.
Okay, I'll touch it.
You touch it?
Yep.
Okay, your hand burns as you touch it.
It's not magical.
No, it's divine.
It's divine. It burns.
It's anti-magical.
You actually
It's anti-life.
your fingers actually blackened as if you've not had blood flow in it for a while.
Okay.
It's
It
anti-life.
was only quickly. It's just...
And that was a brief touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to heal myself and sort that out. And
Yeah.
we've had a long rest at some point between healing
Oh yeah.
Lewin before and then this one again, so I should top up and then drop again.
Yes.
What do you reckon, that was one hit point?
Oh, technically you haven't rested. You've been traveling the entire time.
You did say
Oh.
the whole trip was going to be 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's assuming you actually stop overnight. But you decided to drive through the Red Night.
Oh, we did too. Never mind. Alright, so how many
We're
hit
going
points
to
do
have
you
a
reckon?
long rest at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just get to town.
And you see the town nearby. It's a modest city. Looks like an island in the rolling fields of farmland that is being hewed from the thick forest of Atruaghin, consisting of a few hundred buildings, few taller than 2 stories, and lacking defensive walls. It seems like an overgrown town than a proper metropolis.
Right.
A modest hill rises above the city to the northeast. At its peak is a large stone structure. It's clearly not a castle, suggesting it may be a monastery or priory of some sort. Even at this distance, the city seems unusually quiet.
Right.
You see no cooking fires whatsoever.
Hmm.
And it's basically about midday by the time you've reached it at this point.
Right.
So there
So there's
should
no
there
smoke.
should be people.
No smoke.
I guess we
That's
try to
pretty
roll
bad.
into town, try to find any signs of people.
There are lots of people around. You come in, right next to you on your left is basically building upon building pushed together. Looks like they're pretty much nailed the buildings to each other.
Okay.
Each holding each other up or down, as the case may be.
So, hovels.
And you see probably about 200-300 people in what you'd normally consider to be a space for maybe 50.
That's a fire risk. That is terrible.
Fire marshal's not gonna have
I
concern.
know. As a carpenter, this is giving me
On the other
anxiety.
hand, at the moment, these people don't care.
And most of them seem to be eating raw vegetables.
Whatever they can get their hands on. So it's a
No,
squalor.
no, it's not
Very
even
much
that.
a piece of
No, it's not even that. They're
Mm.
deliberately
But they
avoiding...
look like.
Hold on. They're deliberately avoiding fire. For some reason.
Mmm.
Oh.
Mmm.
Okay.
So fire
guess-
may draw whatever it is.
I think we find a safe place to park the car.
No, he's like, I cast fireball.
Yes.
So what
straight
do we
up.
know about the item we're looking for here?
You're looking
ring.
for the ring
Ring.
of Ebon.
Yep.
Do
And
we have any other information as to where it might be found, or
that it belongs to the Childronia, a white wizard.
Okay, can we ask after him?
You arrive in town. Do you ask the people eating the raw vegetables, or do you move on to someone who looks like they can actually understand you?
Just out of sheer pride, I'm going to ask the people eating the raw vegetable.
Okay. As soon as you make noises at them, they stare at you and nod enthusiastically.
Not useful.
I give him the thumbs up. He casts fireball. No, I give him the thumbs up.
Fortunately, Paladin doesn't.
They nod enthusiastically at you.
I think we need to try to find a.
Sane person.
Hang on, one more time. We'll go to someone different.
Okay, heading into town, you see a guy in black with a small little white square in the front of his collar.
Do we recognize this as a priest?
Not the same as the other ones were all ornate. This guy's not ornate.
Hmm.
Okay.
Very plain, very basic.
He's a lower level one.
Are you level 2?
So, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna ask after. Just try and get as much information on the town as what's happening.
I ask about something. Yeah, try to ask about information without giving away what we're after.
Yeah, or just ask after the town, what's happening.
Oh, it says you're new to the town, are you? You've got one of those interesting automobilists.
Yeah, no, we've been here for the last 20 years. We've just been hermits. Yeah, we're new to the town.
He laughs shrilly at your joke.
I think they're a bit stressed.
Should we just ask him about all the information he's willing to give us? I don't want to push him too hard on it, about the creature, about what's happened with the town, what's happened with the townsfolk, etc. And just try and paint a picture of what's happened here
And see if we could.
without,
Yeah.
like letting anything go of why we're here or anything else like that. Just try and poke and prod him for information before. Yeah, I don't know how to.
So he launches into a rather bland but annoying tale of beware the fire, as he talks about how every night anyone close to a fire might end up dead from some strange beast. Always near a fire.
As in like
So we know what to use for bait.
but
So
it's not the
did
same
the
type of
Inquisition.
fire.
Marshmallows.
The Inquisition, who's supposed to save everyone from these things, also used
has-
fire as a bait.
And has failed, yes.
And
Inquisition can
Because they're not
fucking
as cool
blow
as
out their
us.
pious asses.
but they this is what they specialize in, killing bad things.
Yes,
Yeah, no, just no. Anyway,
More have been summoned.
oh great.
So Inquisition was tried. And
One's due any day now. They were coming down the road.
Right.
Yeah, look, they're gonna. Yeah, they'll be here. Yeah, sure, they'll be here. Don't worry about reinforcements. They just got held up at a town before this one called that one.
I'm sure they're dealing with bad people
Yeah, yes they are.
because this is some sort of monstrous curse in the walking the lands here,
Yeah. Something like that.
and it has struck our leader, the White Wizard.
Okay.
Struck and killed or struck and.
Who is now lying dying in his bed.
Can we?
Okay, he's
So
Oh,
he's seen this beast.
He fought the beast and lost.
Are we able to talk to the white mage?
Is he conscious enough to talk to?
What's the mage he says?
I'm sorry, I didn't know if you said wizard or
Yeah,
mage.
he said wizard.
Okay, are we able to talk to the white wizard so that we can know the beast?
Sure, I'm sure you'll be able to, based in his holiness. He says with a question mark, with the way he says it, because for them magic is evil, and here they have this white wizard, and they can't quite cross the difference between magic is evil and they've got a white wizard.
Yeah.
His poor bloke's so confused.
He's obviously.
Sit down, mate. Do I have a
That's
story?
alright. He's just a wise man. He just knows stuff.
Well, he uses real magic, and he doesn't understand how he can use real magic, but he uses real magic. He's fought many a beast and killed it.
And because he has not been struck down by,
The church
Oh,
has
then
actually
he's fine.
officially backed you.
which means he's fine. He's obviously
Right,
doing the
what?
work of God. So let's go and do that.
He's the only person who in the area is allowed to use magic.
Kind of like in the first city.
Yes.
We had the druid who turned to help the church. I think the white wizard is the same
Yes, they're
situation.
sort of allowed to get away with certain things.
Okay, so he takes you to a large mansion near the center of town, not far from the church. Though you do feel the absence of magic near the church.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just when he's talking about the fire, I forgot to ask when he's talking about the fire. Was it a fire like a lure for the creature, or was the fire like what happened before with the burning? When people got close to it, it got more powerful.
As far as the way he said it was, every time the creature's attacked, the people that it's killed has always been near a fire.
Okay, no worries. Yep, cool. I just wanted to clarify that it wasn't another type of fire that
No.
is effectively like magic gathering.
And the rumor is it comes out of the fire.
Oh.
You know what's a good news? Is that, well, now we know, because I cast a fireball and caused the whole damn explosion. Now we know.
Yeah.
That may have been part of it, yes.
Alright.
Okay, so he takes you to a 2-story townhouse on the overlooking the church. It has stone walls that are whitewashed and fresh fragrant flowers planted in its window boxes outside it. A small crowd of citizens are gathered nearby, kneeling and praying with worried expressions on their face.
Okay.
Thank you. He's over here. He'll take autographs later. He points to Lewin.
And you hear them praying for Paragon's White Wizard.
Okay.
Cool.
And at this point, the clergy leaves you to continue on because he's not important enough to meet the White Wizard.
Oh, okay.
He seems a very self-effacing sort of person.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's helped people. He's done something good, and now he has to go on and help other people.
Yeah.
It's not his job to be noticed.
Peace be with you, son.
Right, so he's a background NPC with no name.
Oh, he has a name. He just doesn't tell anyone it.
Well, he's no name from our point of view, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, so I guess we go and try to see the white wizard.
Okay, you knock on the door,
Not that.
and somber-looking servant opens and looks at you and says in very heavily accented French, even though you've heard a lot of French, this one really comes across as really weirdly accented with a "What do you want?"
We've heard of the tales of the beast, and we wish to help you with the beast, but we need information from the White Wizard to help with the beast.
Don't tell me you've come to see the wizard like everyone else.
That is one of the things we need to do.
The wonderful wizard of Paragon.
Settle down, Dora.
Okay. I'll just look forward. I'll just step forward.
Please tell me his name's Gandalf.
No.
The dog called
No,
Tito?
don't.
None shall pass.
His name's
Okay. I'm gonna use my hand. Right?
Yep. And then cast
Ooh.
Fireball.
No.
You could cross this
Ooh.
and have a gold called Toad.
On the sleeve of this servant.
Yep.
And then I'll look at him and say, we are not here just because, but we're here because we may be able to help the wizard.
And you people.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Okay. So I'm hoping that my mage hand, like the phantom hand, that they feel like touching his sleeve.
Can I?
From behind.
So did you if you cast Mage Hand, that means you visibly cast it and were heard by people casting it?
No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I didn't realize that all these people do it. 18. Does I need to do anything?
Okay. So I assumed you had reached over and grabbed him yourself, not used magic.
I'm sorry, I just don't like touching people.
Yes, you have to actually touch him. Okay. He seems very grumpy about it, and behind him.
Plus 4.
So you got a 22.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 4 persuasion.
And you hear a very tired and pain-soaked voice saying, "It's all right, Cecil. Please show them in." And at which point he grumpily gets out of the way and gestures you in. And says, "Apparently the wizard will see you."
Thank you.
Thanks, Cecil.
Okay, and stepping in, you see a young man in his late 20s. And he is basically covered in open wounds all across his chest.
Ooh.
That's okay.
And he has bandages around everything, and it looks like it was done by a single claw swipe.
A single claw swipe. Oh shit. Okay.
A single claw swipe. That's an important
Yeah.
detail.
And he's just dying.
He's lying there in lots of pain.
Has he been? I'm going to ask him if he's been tried. Has he attempted to be healed by magic?
He can't use magic, and magic doesn't work on him while the creature still lives.
Oh, one of them.
Do we have?
Okay.
And at which point we stop the session as you find out the beast you're up against actually is an anti-magic beast.
Right.
So, we never got the priest's name though, did we? No.
No.
Not the priest, the white wizard.
The white wizard's name is Paragon. Paragon's white. Luke Lee Chaudronnier.
The one that is connected with the ring, which is why we're trying to chase him down.
Yeah, so we never asked him. We just walked in and went, "Hey, have you been healed by magic?"
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's introduced himself, and the session ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the save icon appears in everyone's top right.
And yes, you've managed to find the person who has a ring, and the one thing you notice is he's not wearing any rings.
Yeah.
And then we end the session.
Alright.
Something
But
for
you
you.
said he was already bandaged up, didn't you?
The wounds themselves are not bandaged. They're bandaged around them.
Okay.
And you can see a lot of surgical tools around him, which you would assume would already have sewn him up, but they don't seem to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
They've
probably
tried.
cursed in
The
some way,
wounds are
shape, or
not going to
form.
hold because magic.
Yeah. What was his name again? Sorry.
His name is Luke. Luc.
Yep.
Space Le. Space CHAUDRONNIER.
Yeah, I gave up halfway through.
Yeah.
It's a
I
long
was
name.
expecting LUC space.
Luc de Chaudière. Luc de Chaudière.
Yeah, I have a bad time pronouncing these. I have worse with Spanish, believe me.
What's French
Yeah,
for
that's-
Skywalker?
Baguette flotter. Alright, thanks guys. I'm gonna get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Thank you very much, all.
See you in a fortnight.
I will see you tomorrow, Jeremy, and I'll see everyone else in a fortnight.
Y'all do. Have a good night,
Bye.
all, and yep, we'll see you soon.
See you
Bye
later.
now.
I will
Bye bye.
I will see about